Nope. Yes, I've got sound. Do we have sound now? We have sound now. Wow. So my new lapel mic, sometimes you turn it on and it shows it syncs and it's connected, but there's just no sound comes out of it. And I never know until the stream starts, until I see the view meter. So sorry about that. Hang on, I haven't started up the chat stuff yet. Yep, that threw me. Not as organized as I should be now because of this. Bear with me a moment. I was also slightly distracted because my logo cam fell off the roof. You got to see how it's up there differently now, but you got to see how it's up there. Hang on one sec. I need to grab that. And I need to okay, the logo connection should be live. Hi everyone! That was an unexpected start. So, my new logo cam, which is a temporary logo cam, which is an upside down webcam hanging from the roof with a cable hanging down. Yesterday when I was trying it, it was all over the floor to trip off, but now it's still kind of, it's wedged into the ceiling. So it looks okay. It's not perfectly straight. It's not low enough, so it's on a slight angle, but it looks pretty cool. Everything's temporary in my life, Bruce, as you know. Cheers, cheers, as Flynn would say. It's another nice cold start to the morning. It was 13 degrees in here when I got in. Successfully put up the kitchen fixtures yesterday. What are kitchen fixtures? You mean like things to hold knives and stuff? Is that what you meant? Okay, I'm just cleaning up some desktop. So, it looks like my office is tidy, but it's so not. I just pushed everything to the sides. Check out my new stepladder. Isn't that awesome? It's a beast. So I brought it in here now just to fix the camera. I should move that out the way. Put it over here. So hopefully my audio is slightly better than it was last week. I put the furry thing on my microphone. The little hello, Bruce, or Karen, as it says you are. Anyway, yeah, you can't really see it, but it's got the furry hat on it. Anyone hear that? Anyway, sorry, shouldn't have done that. Wow, okay, so that just threw me. Walked in and the webcam was on the floor. So, I got so much stuff to do today now, so much stuff. I had such a mega productive day yesterday. So excited. So I've got boxes to open to show. I have boards to build on the stream today. We're going to see if my my logger shield works, and I am launching 2 products today on my stream. Well, one kind of I launched yesterday silently, and the other one I'm going to be launching today, or adding stock to it and launching today, which is exciting. I've got way more stuff to show you downstairs that I've done. So I'm going to do an iPhone tour, cam tour, and yeah, I don't even know where to start other than I should start by saying hi to folks in the chat. So let's do that, and drinking more coffee because I need to drink more coffee. So, cable tie, what are you doing up so early? What time was that when you pinged that? That's crazy. Azzy, good morning. Cable tie, good morning. Wagon loads. I hope you're feeling okay. You said you got some pain. Antonio, hello. Christian, hello. And Mark in Manchester. He's in the UK. Woohoo. Paul, I got really excited when Johnny said you were in Australia, but you're not in Australia. If you were coming to Australia, you would have told me. God. Or you would have told me, wouldn't you? Maybe you don't want to see me. That's fine. Mr. England, hello. Andy Mouse, squeak. David Dessa, hello. Braden, hello. Johnny, hi. Ray, hello, Ray. Mr. Explorer from dark and stormy UK. So what? Now you're doing stormy and rainy, where last week it was hot and heat wavy. Or is it still hot? I'm still scrolling, excuse me. So I can't turn my head from the microphone now. That's not fair. Sorry, I just coughed into the microphone. Apologise. Okay, I need to get used to that. Kevin, hello. Alan, Madsen, hello. Dutch Taurus, hello. Henrik. Hey Clem, how you doing? Christopher. And Bruce is here. Nick Tucker. Idirian, hello. Rota, hello Rota. Woohoo sound, yes. It would have been funny if I just mimed the whole stream. Maybe I should try miming it. That'd be difficult. Michael, good morning. Paul's Projects, hello. Richard Fry, hello, good morning. Oh my gosh, I still owe you some LEDs. Oh, bang. Wow, okay. It's okay, it took me 2 weeks to send Cable Tie his sunglasses, but I sent them yesterday, finally. AJ, hello. Have I missed anyone? Just scrolling. Oh, it jumped, doesn't matter. DIY in the Ghetto, hello. On the bike trainer, can't type much while riding. You're on the bike trainer, wow, that's pretty impressive at 6:30 in the morning. Sid, hello. Peter Homan, hello. I think I've got everyone. Good, okay, I think I've got everyone, excellent. So, arriving today, yeah, they should be. It was express post, should have been nice and quick. Sion's collar reminds me of number 6 from The Prisoner. What? Okay, I don't know what that is. Sorry, I'm just drinking my coffee. I need to warm up. So where should we start? Should we? I don't know where to start. There's some stuff downstairs I need to bring up to be able to do the builds today. My solder paste is downstairs. I need to get that. So maybe we can start down there with an iPhone tool. Actually, before we do that, I want to show you this. So thanks to Mark last week after the stream, I got this going. Now this is just sitting in here temporarily for now, and where it is, and I'm going to have to restart it. But this is my my Unify. Just hold on one sec, it'll go black and come back on again. Just so I need to resync it. So, hello, that's my Unify security camera, which is set up just on my shelf right now, over there. And that gives you a good view of my office from that side, which is pretty cool. It's got the fisheye correction on it, although it's still a little bit fisheyed. So my plan is, I'm trying to obtain another one of them. They're really hard to find right now. The ones I can find are horrifically expensive. Hello, third person, Sion. Oh look, I've got a new chair. So I've got 2 of these white chairs now. They're pretty cool. Suit the office nicely. I'm really happy with them. Super comfy. Anyway, you can't see my mouth now, so you can't tell that I'm about a second out. The sink is about a second out. Anyway, I'm trying to get a second one of these at a reasonable price, and I'm going to set up one up here. One's going to be a security camera, and then the other one I'm going to set up downstairs to look at the production line. So when I walk downstairs, if I'm streaming and I'm showing stuff, whatever, you'll be able to see the line down there, and I don't have to walk around with my phone necessarily. So that could be really cool. But anyway, so I just wanted to show you that. Now, I do have to, if I'm going to go downstairs, I need to set up my phone with the NDI software, so just hold on a moment. No, not NDIS. Okay, what's the app called again? How funny is that? Oh, LM Cam. Here we go. Logo pink. Yeah, you gotta set the logo to be a pattern first, not the flag. So if you set the logo to breathe or something, then that should work. Yeah, some patterns won't change colour because that's obviously the Ukrainian flag, so that'll stay. Or you can set a GIF. Okay, so I am going to switch over to webcam or to iPhone cam. We'll see if this works. It does, look at that. And I've even got the logo on there for you now. Oh, it's a bit stuttery. Okay, maybe that'll be fine. You can see my desk, my Sudafed, because I've still got my sinus infection. The new Prism Live Studio can connect to mobile. I don't know what that is. But anyway, okay, so let's go for a walk downstairs and I'll show you some stuff, some cool stuff. Hopefully this will keep working. Anyway, there's really not much to see up here. It's a little bit tidier, but it's not really tidy. I've got more cleaning up to do. I've got these to open on stream today. PCBs, new PCBs and stencils. I found a use for these component racks. I stuck my Reflow Master toaster oven on there. My Reflow Master Pro one is down there, but I've had to pull the Reflow Master Pro off. It's on my desk because I was working on firmware the other day for an update, which I still haven't pushed out. But look, it's getting a bit cleaner in here. It's not great, as you can see, but I haven't really been focusing here at all. Still haven't opened my new bench supply. I really need to. Okay, let's go downstairs. So, any motion sickness? Okay, and the wobbles. I really should get a steady cam, maybe. So, a lot's changed down here. Obviously, all my equipment is in. Nothing's really happened here. I set up my little cleaning bench at the end for when I clean edges of PCBs. As close to the door as possible for the moment because I want to just make sure the dust stays away. But I can't do anything here yet until I finish off the length of the line. We'll hide and we'll go this way first. That's my tools bench, which I haven't... this all got delivered last week on Friday. That's from my garage. I haven't moved that over there yet. Packing area kind of looks the same. And a big mess on the floor. I don't have a place to put any of this stuff yet. Yesterday I had all of these reels out in piles, in stacks all on the floor here. Because I was trying to find stuff, but I almost stepped on them twice, so I had to put them all back in. So I need to, we'll talk about my reel rack later. So this is all the same. What's different, or actually before I show you what's different, here's my new compressor, my scroll compressor. When I say new, it's third hand. So I'm the third owner. But I'll turn it on for you. It's all plugged in, and you'll get to hear how quiet it is. And then I'll turn on my other one, and you get to hear how loud. Actually, it won't even pick up on my microphone. I don't know. By the way, I can't see chat at the moment, so if you're all chatting and commenting, I'll have to look back later. But anyway, this is all plugged in. I'm going to turn it on. And that's it. That's how loud it is. It's air coming out. That's the noise. But unlike a piston compressor, there's no fill up and then wait and fill up and wait. It's just always running like this when I'm using air. So that's pretty cool. It's nice and quiet. Okay, so here's the stuff to show though. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. My production line is in and set up. And I've been pick and placing on it. And I've got a few issues still. I've got some calibration issues. Interestingly, not on the X and the Y, but on the Z. Something has shifted, or I don't know. I'm getting some weird things happening, but I have produced boards on this. I've produced a new product on here. Oops. Okay, I don't know who did that. I can't, it's not loud enough. I can't hear it from under here. I'm sorry. I'll come back up and check soon. Anyway, that's my temporary solder pasting bench until my new stencil printer comes, chipping this Friday from China. As you can see, the terrible bow on my feeder rack, as I said, it's horrible. But yeah, my production line is in, which is exciting, and got stacks of room. And I'm just using this compressor for the moment. And if you want to listen to what this sounds like, I don't know how well that came through the microphone, but it's super loud. Anyway, so I am up and running in here, which is exciting. Okay, I need to get some paste, which is really what I came down for. I need this, and I think that is all, I hope. Okay, let's go back upstairs, and I can get to see what everyone was typing. So I go up and down these stairs about 50 times a day. I'd like to say it's keeping me fit and slim, but it's not. But it's annoying the heck out of me. I can tell you that much. Okay. So pretty cool. My line is in. My current line is in. Okay, let's switch back out. Back to here. Hi. Did that work okay? I hope that worked okay. As I said, I couldn't see the chat. I have dental compressor. It was my father's used it for an airbrush. A dental compressor. Cool. What does that mean? What? Did it work? So what did I miss? Is it Swedish, is it? The Copco? Cool. Shouts to his word, all seen isn't looking. Very funny. Put a box, what am I putting a box around? What? Who? Where? So did any of that sound come through? Could you hear both compressors? It was good. Second air compressor, very, very noisy. Right. That's a silenced piston-based air compressor. That's not silenced. That's really loud. Cool. Okay, so yeah, I'm excited to use the new one, but I need to, before I can do anything with it, I need to get, it's got an automatic emptying, like, automatic valve to get rid of liquid inside it. So I'm going to have to set up a place for that to go into. Hey, Simon. Oh, long time. I hope you're well, mate. Nice to see you. Yeah, great. It's a good facility. It's getting there. A lot of work to do still. So I need to sort that out first because I don't want it just suddenly activating and putting water all over the floor. And I need to work out the air hose from that. What I want to do is just temporarily run that to the pick and place machine and actually use it on the pick and place machine and make sure that everything's okay before I go and spend the money on putting all the air hose in everywhere to the machines. But when my new stencil printer and stacker and destackers come, they all need air. So I'm going to need all that set up to use those things. But that's pretty exciting. It's exciting that I'm in and running. And so what I want to do first, before I, it's almost at 16 degrees. I've just got the heater on low at the moment. I'm just setting something up. And put that over there. So the first thing I want to announce, which is exciting, I've got two announcements. These are not new. Well, one of them is new. Okay, so the first thing, hey Tony. Thanks, mate. Look, I'm really excited about how it's going, but I'm not so excited at the moment. I'll go into that a bit later, that's okay. But what I wanted to do was announce that I have just released, as of yesterday, I just posted a link and I'll also show you, this is just my webcam, don't worry about that, just so I can focus it. I have released a new tiny Pico. Yes, a tiny Pico. with the original ESP32 Pico D4, but it's got a UFL connector on it instead of an onboard antenna. So for those people that I've been asked, not a lot, but occasionally I get asked by people who want to use a tiny Pico in a project. It's inside a box though, but the box is affecting the antenna, that they want to put an external antenna on it. Well, now they can. I have these in stock. I've only done a short run to start with. I believe that they hopefully will be available through at least my Amazon reseller at some point. Now I don't own all the revisions of Tiny Pico. Sorry, Johnny, sorry. But anyway, this is exciting. It's my first time putting a UFL connector on a board. It's exactly the same as the current V3. It's using the CH9102F. And it's a standard UFL, and I've tested it on here, and the additional strength is insane. Like, it's really phenomenal, really, really good. So, yeah, made that nice and big so people are really clear that what they're buying. And you need to provide your own antenna, obviously. I haven't updated any of the like the cards or anything. They've still got the versions with the antenna on them. And the only difference is this is actually 37 millimeters long, or 36. It's like a millimeter longer, because I just needed some extra clearance around the UFL connector. Hey, Quixotic Geek. So that's exciting. So that's now available. But there is something else that is now. Oh, I did not go get them from downstairs. I have something in the oven. Should we go check the oven? We need to go check the oven. I have something else that I'm releasing today, finally, that I'm so excited about. Well,
Geek says shut up and take my money.
No swearing on my channel. No, I'm just kidding. Hey, John. What am I cooking? I was cooking. Antennas work with what's a cantenna? A what? Hey, Johan. Turn up downstairs during the stream. Okay, but do I need to do a webcam? Am I doing an iPhone cam to the oven? I can do another iPhone cam to the oven. Should we do an iPhone cam to the oven? Is a cantenna a homemade antenna, is it? It can, as long as it's got a UFL connector on it, it's 50 ohms. If it's not 50 ohms, well, you're going to get really bad reflection. You could damage the ESP32. So as long as the antenna's a good antenna, sure. No, it wasn't cookies. It was close. No, it wasn't really close. Okay, I'm going to go webcam. I'm going to go iPhone cam one more time. We're going to go check the oven. Was it? If your phone has battery left, then yes. Okay, yeah, no, I've got plenty of battery. Okay, let's go. Let's go. It's actually, well, when I say plenty, that last iPhone trip chewed about a quarter of my battery. That's okay. Okay, we're going down. So these were left in the oven overnight. They were drying, and then the oven turns itself off, which is great. So inside the oven, which will eventually be on a table, we have, oh look at that, a fresh batch of, what are these? No way. Okay, let's go upstairs. Dun, 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 dun. I could try to hold them in front of me and not smack them into anything and not trip on the way up the stairs. Okay. So freshly baked. Oh, they smell great. Ha, not really. What they don't smell like is flux, because there's no flux left. Okay, so let's switch this, just like fresh cookies. Yes, only I would not recommend eating these ones. So, I am releasing my laser controller boards. Woo! Finally. So, except it says I have no stock, but I'm going to add stock right now. Now, of course, I don't have example firmware published yet. I'm working on it. I am working on it. Copy and paste. Oh, that's actually interesting. No, don't use that link, please. Hang on. Remove. What happened there? Let me just quickly fix the link, because that is not correct. Edit. Dun, dun, dun. Edit. Ooh, what's going on? Why is that doing that? Okay, let's try that again. There's a controller. Save. Okay, back to the shop. No. Why is that not? Right, now. No. Come on, Squarespace. Okay, good. URL is correct now. Hey, Zubla. I hope I got that right. Is it an L or an I? Zubir. Yeah, okay, can't tell. Text is too small. Hey, Dave Paul Jones. Hello, Ian Scott Johnson. In Drenched, Scotland now. Hey, Jerko. Nice to see you all. So, my RGB laser and Galvo controllers. Woo! So, I've put a bit of info on here, but I still have to add example firmware, which there'll be for Arduino, and I'm getting there. I've been refining my current one. Yeah, how exciting. So you'll be able to just buy the board by itself, or with the Tiny S3, I2S Audio Shield, which I've only got 2 left. I need to make some more today. Or with the Tiny S3 and I2S Audio Shield, a Tiny S2, Tiny Pico, anyway, any combination you want. If you've already got boards, you don't need to. They all come now with pre-assembled headers for the microcontroller, because otherwise I can't test them. And so they've all been soldered on by me and tested. And now something came up on my Discord channel the other week that there's already a product called Laser Shark. So my board is not called Laser Shark. If you can see from the board, it doesn't actually say Laser Shark anywhere on the board, but my labels do say Laser Shark. I'm not going to print new labels at the moment. So yeah, if you buy one of these, you'll get a logo. You'll get a You'll get a label that has a Laser Shark on it. Don't worry, I will change that later.
Mark Olson says Laser Shark do.
So yeah, I'm not jumping on anyone's trademark or anything else. As you can see, as I said, from the boards, they're not. They don't say Laser Shark anywhere on them. That was never my intent to call them Laser Shark. So yeah, so each board comes also with 10-pin headers, female headers. So if you do want to solder those on for an I2S Audio Shield, and they come with a, I think they're SX headers. Or are they PH? I can't remember. No, it could be PH. 6-pin header with 6 wires on it, 3 red, 3 black, and they plug into this port here, the RGB laser port. But they don't go to anywhere, because it's up to you to work out how you're going to connect those to your particular laser. It will support an RGB laser, a 3-channel laser. Stop streaming and handle my order instead. I don't even have my email open, so I don't even know. Anyway, so you'll have to work out how to connect that. If you want to just drive a single laser, like a single color laser, red diode laser, or whatever else you can, you just need to just use 2 of them. Just pick which ones, and then you'll have to control just that particular channel. So it comes with that as well for you, so you don't have to crimp your own. And So this seems to be compatible with all of the Galvos I've been looking at. I found a 50K Galvo, which I think I'm going to buy for here to be able to get faster refresh rates. And it looks like everything about the Galvo from a power and everything point of view should still be fully compatible with the board. So if you are going now, I want to ask your thoughts on something. So I've done something on here that I've never done before. So it says here, what Galvo and RGB laser do you recommend to pair with this controller board? I have put links to the ones I bought, but I put them both as affiliate links for AliExpress, and I'm really torn. I feel like that's a really cheap thing to do, as in a kind of whatever. I mean, I state that they're here. I state they're both affiliate links, right? So I'm not hiding it. He's actually showing him shipping orders in his Patreon videos. Is he really? You don't want to see me shipping orders. It's freaking boring. Anyway, put affiliate and regular links so people can decide.
Madsen says that okay with the link.
No, I don't know. I don't want to do two links of each because I think that's just confusing people with and without affiliate. I don't know. I mean, everyone puts affiliate links inside their YouTube channels and, in descriptions and whatever else. The D in board, yes it can, the controller board uses headers. Did I? I did this quite late yesterday. I wanted to get it ready for today. Okay, where did I do that? Controller board. Okay, yep, fix that. Apply. Save. Thank you. I didn't get my usual people to check it because I wanted it to be a surprise. Okay, so I need to add stock. I'm going to just add stock now. But I don't have a lot of I2S audio shields, and I've only got 14 of these laser boards made. So I don't know how many. I'm going to just I don't know. It's the stock control system in Squarespace is not very good. Yeah, okay. Back, save. Ooh, there were waitlist people. Who was waitlisting? Or did someone just do it now? Oh, Mr. England and Keen. How funny. Okay, well, there we go. Send. Okay, so they are in stock. How exciting. These have been done, like they've been sitting here for ages. I just had to, hey Orlando. It's a lot of, that's not a lot of laser boards, not enough. Go with affiliate link, straight and clean. Yeah, I just wanted, yeah. Well, making money is more important to me now than ever, right? Because my expenses have just gone through the roof. Oops, I left the app open on my phone. I wonder if I've got any battery left. I do. Okay, good. I think the question arises from the use of the word recommended and then them being affiliate. Right, okay, yeah, that's fair enough. I can, we can get rid of the word recommended. Do you, what laser gal, so, okay, can I pair with this controller? Okay, so how about this? Save, refresh. Okay, so what Galvo and RGB laser can I pair with this controller board? Instead of me saying recommend. 75 plus if it isn't prepaid. Hello, samples and test. No, my phone's fine. My phone's okay. Plenty of battery on my phone still. Time for wacky Christmas displays. I was reading back to see if I missed anything. Yeah, people are saying use the affiliate links. Yeah, I just wanted to I don't know. I mean, I had the affiliate links on my videos and on my streams when I was doing laser stuff, and I don't think anyone's bought a Galvo or laser through my affiliate links. You know, I think the all up in the last 2 years that I've had the affiliate links, I think I've made like $200. Like, it's seriously, no one bothers. I'm not like a Bit Looney or even a Brian Locke, you know, where people just go and, like, you know, they've done fairly well with affiliate links, and yeah, people generally, I don't know. I think I've made, like, in PayPal affiliate links, $17. Like, hey, Pro Engineer, I think I paid one person's salary with all my foreign. Yeah, like, some people do really well with affiliate links, and I know it's much worse now than what it used to be. I paid 169 DKR extra for 2 S3 Pros just to get them from. Yeah, okay. We can talk about that another time. Okay. So that's good. I need to pack those ones, but that's exciting. Let's open some stuff, and then we'll go. Then we're going to build some boards. Oh, this is a heavy box of PCBs. Let's open it. So there is some old stuff and some new stuff in here. So I've finally been. So one of my plans as part of this move was the ability to catch up on all of the stuff that I have been lagging in. That I've been lagging behind in, that I've been letting slide. And so that is what I've done. Well, that's what I'm starting to do. So the first two are the laser controller and the Tiny Pico UFL. So these are not exciting. These are Feather S3 panels. A lot of Feather S3s. So yeah, I need those for orders. And then what is left is exciting. I have, if I can get them out. Okay. So, oh, by the way, I've set up my my cameras. Except I haven't set up any lighting here yet. So that could be a problem, being able to see through them. I have to turn on my lights on. If I turn on my lights on, then you'll see that
James D. Cook says, see my Galvo warning.
See, you'll be careful about using Galvos outdoors. You can get into trouble with FAA if laser crosses park with an airplane. Sure, these lasers aren't really strong enough to be using them outdoors much anyway. Hey, Mad Techie. I'm not selling the Galvos. I don't need to be responsible for what people do with them. I'm just going to turn the lights on. But you'll see, I didn't show you the camera. I need to show you the camera. You might, so obviously the logo doesn't look as good with the bright light, but still looks pretty good. It's not like I live under the Okay, I'm gonna go back to the iPhone one more time because I forgot to show you something funny. Okay. So this is how I've set up my logo cam right now. You ready? So it actually was attached differently and it fell off overnight last night. That's just wedged in up there, as you can see. And the cable just hangs down right now because I just couldn't be bothered yesterday routing it. Oh, it doesn't like the contrast. Anyway, come on, camera, pick up contrast. Anyway, there it is up there. I couldn't be bothered yesterday running all the USB cables. Cable salad. I couldn't be bothered running the USB cables through the roof yesterday. I didn't want have all the shit inside the ceiling fall on me again. So that's what I've done temporarily. Look, and it also proves that the logo position and stuff, the camera will work, right? I'm going to have a permanent camera for my logo, which is exciting, and it's out of the way. So the first things so now I should be able to, let me see if I can switch to here. Okay, it's out of, where's my logo cam gone? Hang on. There we go. Okay, so it's out of focus, but I should be able to now switch to here and focus it and show. So these are just my first prototypes. Did I get them black? Interesting, I forgot I got them black. Whoa. These are prototypes for my little sensor boards for my reel rack. Am I upside down? I'm upside down. That's why I wasn't using that one. Oh, and that one has the logo. There we go. That's better. Okay. So these are little sensor boards that go into my reel rack. And these are just prototypes just to make sure that they work okay. Unfortunately, the parts didn't arrive yesterday. They were supposed to be here yesterday, but they're being delivered today. So I can't assemble one yet. But basically the optical slot goes at this end, some resistors, there's a trimmer over here, comparator, and then here's the 3-pin SH connector. And so this goes okay, so here's the reel rack, the current revision. So these go in and slot into there like that. Oops. And I slot in like that. There's a hole for a screw, and that's where the reel goes into the slot. But I only got 5 of these because I still want to play with the idea. If this works, I want to potentially play with the idea of routing the power sideways, and if that's the case, this needs a redesign to do that. But anyway, I've got these, but I can't build them yet, unfortunately, until the parts come, because all of the parts, except for some resistors, are coming from LCSC, hopefully today. But what I do own, and there's a stencil for it as well, and I can't see my chat. I should build my pick and place. I've got the kit, but haven't built it yet. Which one have you got? Which kit? Do you have a lumen? Or do you have a, like a light placer? Okay, so this is what I've been waiting for. I finally, oh, this is such a mess. I have finally done this. Tiny I2S clock. Tiny I2C controller. So these are I finally panelized and have made these, and I'm going to finally put these into production. Once again, a project that's been hanging around like a bad smell. So these are my I2C display boards. These are the counter ones. Wait, why does that say counter? I just took...
Alex says, what's that smell? Procrastination.
What have they done? They've mixed them up, because these say counter, and that says counter. This says clock, but these ones are counter I'm pulling out. So have they mixed them in the 2 packages, or have they... What have they done? Oh, silly JLC PCB, what have they done? Now I've got to count them all. It's supposed to be 20. Why can't they just ever do anything right the first time? It's always something. Okay, so see, these are clocks. It's a clock. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we've got 20 in a packet, but 8 are counters and 12's a clock. 12 are clocks. So now, excuse me, what's in this packet? There better be the difference or I will be very, very upset. Right, there are clocks in here as well. So the person packing them just obviously couldn't tell the difference because clearly they're very, anyway, whatever. So we have 1 counter, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. What? 1, 2, 3, 4. They've completely screwed these up. Completely. There's supposed to be 20 of each. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Oh my God. Order placed. I'll wait till the end of the stream. Cool. Thanks, mate. So unbelievable. So have they got the backs wrong? Maybe they just did the backs wrong on some of them? I don't think so. So they're absolute idiots. Like, now I need to check the fronts of each one of these and make sure that they're actually counters. Counter, 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 counter. I bet you didn't think this was going to be happening on stream today. I didn't. Oh my gosh. Yep, these are all counters. I'm just looking at the LED arrays on them. Yep. Wow. Oh, man. I need a buzzer that goes off every time someone places an order. Yeah.
Speak says this is unexpected.
It is unexpected. This is annoying. I just don't understand how they can get something like this so wrong. Anyway, it's not like I've got boards. I can make boards. Better check the freaking stencils now, huh? Yeah, I don't like the idea of doing a buzzer every time someone places an order because there'll be silence too much. Too much silence, and that'll depress me. Right now, I can pretend someone's placed an order, and then, by not looking and going, yeah, there's stacks of orders there, and I can be really happy. How good are they at sorting out a problem? In this case, I need to make a video and counting them all out and showing them, and then say to them, you need to send me more of these ones, and they'll complain. And they'll complain that they sent more of the other ones, and they'll try to charge me for them, because that's what they do. Okay, I better check these stencils. So there are 3 stencils for those 2 boards, 2 different fronts, and 1 shared back, because the backs of them are the same. Do you want me to do this later? I can do this later. I feel like I'm wasting everyone's time now. I shouldn't have to check these stencils online on stream. So let me know.
Film tube says buzz.
Oh. Watch, there'll be, yeah, that's what I'm worried about, that there'll be 3 backs and no fronts. Oh my God, these are taped together really well, which is unusual for them. Okay, 1. Come on. Oh God. You're enjoying my company? Thanks. It's been a long time since I've...
Someone clause says you have a video live recorded.
Right, like, yeah, I've got it live, that's true, but they won't watch the live stream. But yeah, good point. Yeah, but I also can't be dissing them in the video. Okay, where's the open end? Here, okay. Come on, get off. Okay. Can I open it? I'm just trying to cut all their tape. They stick so much tape around them that I can't open the flaps. Open. Okay. God, get off. Okay, first stencil is... You're enjoying the struggle, are you? Okay, this is the counter front. And it looks okay. And I'm getting all of my stencils now with the half-etched fiducials. So you'll be able to maybe see that there's no fiducials on the front. Get the lighting right. No fiducials on the front, but on the back there are half-etched fiducials. You can see the little dots. So they etch them in half, and that's used by the stencil printer. So the stencil printer has a camera that looks up and down, and it aligns the fiducials. Okay, so this one is good. Okay, this one. China's using 90% of all the tape produced in the world. Not only that, but it's really disgusting tape they use. It's that yellowy, stinky tape. The really cheap stuff. Ugh. It's terrible. Okay, we are going to build some stuff today. I'm determined to build one of those logger boards, because I have to know if they work so I can get them into production. Okay, another stencil. Okay, this is the clock. It's the clock board. And interesting. Wait. What are all of these fiducials? This is missing fiducials. Okay, we got a problem. We have a problem, Houston. Okay, so let me check. I wonder if I made this mistake or if they made this mistake. Let's check the stencil. Okay, I'm looking at the Gerbers for the stencils, and actually that's okay. So what they've done is they've put the fiducials in the stencil for the corners on these ones, not the per board ones. But on this one, they've put some of the per board ones. You see that? That's a per board one. That's a per board, that's a per board, but haven't put that one, that one, that one, that one. But they've still got the 4 on the outside. Let's check the back one. And the back one, they've only done the 4 on the outside. Oh no, they haven't. Look, they've done the fiducials on the inside. That one and that one. And that one. But not the other ones. Oh my God. They are so frustrating. They are so frustrating. If we gave them a score of consistency, it would have to be a 0. A 0 out of 10 for consistency. Okay, let me just open this one. This should be the back. If I can get the, oh my God, how much tape have they stuck on this? They've literally gone through a whole reel of tape on this one. No joke.
Speak says they are consistently inconsistent.
Oh, they are just terrible. Like, I just don't get it. I don't get it. Anyway, what do they say? You get what you pay for. I can't even open this. This is so much tape. Yeah, I had to cut through the cardboard just to get this open. And what have they got inside this? Oh, okay. Okay, this is the back. So these are double-sided boards. My first double-sided boards in a while. I swore I was never going to do them again. Okay, these look okay. These are just back. These are just connectors on the back. Cool. Okay. So apart from the inconsistencies, these stencils are good, I think. I'm just going to move them out of the way. Okay. Whew. Wow. How annoying was that? Like, seriously. What happened to my little chat window? Hang on. Is it still running? Yep. Okay, good. Right. I've lost my chat window. Ah, we're back. Cool. Yeah. Please accept a free keyring as compensation. That's funny. Packager. Oh, paid by the tape roll. That's counterboard be used for what? Can your counterboard be used for test equipment like frequency counters? Sure. I mean, you can tell it to display whatever you want. It's an I2C interface. So yep. And so what the plan is, just like, okay, let's getting back to this, just quickly. The plan with these are to obviously get them built. God, they're pretty flimsy. I hope they're okay in the pick and place machine. Get them built, and then on the back, what I've done is, actually I should show it under here. I'm not used to having the camera back here. I have added this header here, the programming header, which is, it's also a stemmer, it's a stemmer connector, it's an SH 4-pin connector, which will be mounted. And on that is got a VDD, ground, a UPDI, is it UDPI, UPDI, whatever, and a TX pin. So you can put on you can connect a header to a programmer to it, and you'll be able to reflash your own firmware onto the tiny, AT-Tiny that's on here. So it'll ship with firmware, and I'm going to release that firmware as open source-ish, whatever, where people can contribute, and you'll be able to reflash if you want to. Do you set up your pick and play jobs to place whole panels at once, or do each individual board at a time? I do each individual board at a time. That way, if there's a problem, I can either skip a board or I can restart it at a particular board if I want to. If you do it whole panel at a time, then it's really hard to kind of continue on where you were, especially from a fiducial's point of view. Now, the programmer that I use, that I'm flashing these things with, I'll just show you. It's pretty cool. I got this on Tindy ages ago. This is it here. It's a board that's got a Scilab CP2105 on it. And the thing about the 2105 is it gives you 2 serial ports on it. And so this one board enumerates as 2 serial devices, one for the board itself, so you can flash, and the other one I can connect to the TX pin so I can get logging output from here, so I can get debug log output, because otherwise I'd only be getting debug log output from this, and this is not connected to a microcontroller. This is for flashing via UPDI. Is it UPDI or UDPI? Whatever it is. UPDI. So that's what I use. You don't have to. Of course, I was flashing it just with these before. I'm going to have to change my connector to use an SH. But yeah, so you'll be able to reflash the boards. So I don't know when these are going into production. I'm probably going to make a panel of each just to start with, so I can validate the panels and so I can continue on the firmware. Right now my firmware is, it's one firmware for both boards with a define in it that you switch to tell it which board it is that you're flashing. Anyway, which AT Tiny? It's the 1606. Which I bought ages ago, and they've just been sitting here, and you still can't buy them. I think it's the 1606 or 1616. 1606. And I have, how many have I got? Interesting. That bag's bigger than that, but anyway, I've got 320 of them. That's it. So I can only make 320 boards. Yep. 320. Wow, I'm rich. Yeah, well, they didn't cost me a lot of money. Or, I mean, they were a little bit more expensive than normal when I bought them. But yeah, you can't get them right now. Interestingly, you can get the 32s, 06, I think, or whatever they are. But, okay, so that's that. So that will be my next products. One of them has 131 LEDs and one has 132 LEDs on it. The counterboards has more LEDs because it's got a period between each. So the clock has a colon, between each two sets of digits, and the counterboard, if I can find one, oh, they're all the way over here. The counterboard has a period between, where's my finger? What, up there. It's got a period between each digit, so it's got more. You can get the MNs on DigiKey, stock with the MNRs, and out of stock. Okay, cool. Well, it's good to know that there's some trickling in now. Look, I don't think I'm going to even sell 320 of these. I'll be surprised if I sell more than 50 of them. We'll see how we go. They're not going to be cheap boards because just the BOM cost alone from the LEDs is high. Right? They're using the 1515 LEDs, and that's a lot of LEDs on a board. Okay, shall we now finally build something? I feel like I should have started with building stuff. Yeah, I bought them ages ago, the Tinies. And I've also got a whole bunch of 406s, I believe, which is what I originally got from my little tiny digit boards. And I might revive that project, actually. I'm thinking I will revive the project. Let me get all these boards off the bench so I can actually assemble some stuff. We should assemble stuff. I think we should assemble. Although I have not plugged my Reflow Master in. Oh, I should have got my Reflow Master Pro back hooked up so I could flash it with that. So I could reflow with that. But anyway, actually, you know what I can do? I can reflow it with this. I might reflow it with this. That'll just be easier. Okay, let me move this out of the way. I think we should. What do you reckon? Should we? Let's build something. My Lumo stick burns through LEDs. Yes, it does. So it's actually funny you released that. You should. Can you hang on, Braden? I'm making you a moderator. Can you post a link to it from your Tindy store? So I've got a board, almost or not. It's almost identical to that. A little bit different, but with that many LEDs on it, which I'm now probably not going to release because you've got yours out there. I built one ages ago. I'm going to repurpose it into something else. But I also have mine's smaller than yours though. But it's, yeah, really dense. It's like Alex's LOL RGB, but much bigger. But can you post yours? Yeah, there's a lot of LEDs on there. They're quite expensive. Cool. Thanks. I'll quickly link to it. I'll open it and show. So this is Braden's Lumo stick, which is it's a big, like an RGB LED, addressable panel designed to stick a one of the what are they called, mini format. That's a mini one, not the Xiaomi one, is it? Not a Xiaomi. What's the Seed one? Xiao, whatever it's called. I think that's just the mini format. Yep. But yeah, it's quite a nice board. It's got some buttons on it. It's got a little buzzer at the back. The Wemos, yeah, the little Wemos. So the D1 mini compatible boards. Yeah, mine's slightly different to this in terms of the hardware on the back. Looks good, but why not 8x30? 8x32. What? Who said it was 8x32? This is 40x7. So wider, but you don't need 8. 7 is enough height to give you decent, a nice looking font. You could even do it on 5, but 7 is nicer. 8's overkill. Anyway, yeah, so check that out if you all want. It's pretty cool. Have you got any in stock? You didn't have any in stock the other day. Oh, you do have them in stock now. Cool. Okay, the tiny board works similar to the Max. My tiny board doesn't work, is nothing at all like a Max 7219. These boards are addressable RGB LEDs, like NeoPixels. Okay, so let's build. Let's do something. Okay, I really want to. So what's interesting is my camera is much further away, this way, than it was at my previous setup, which is kind of, I keep putting things in front of me and you can't see them. Okay, I don't even have anything set up to stencil this, as in a frame to stencil it. God, this is going to be a nightmare. I do have my microscope set up as well, so that's the stencil. I should move this mess away. Okay.
What is it?
What is what? Put a dot or something on the mat so you know where the center is. That's a good idea. Oh, hello, Jay. 8 is not only overkill, but certain letters are better, easier, cleaner on an odd number of pixels. Sure, well, you don't have to use the 8th row, but having it there also gives you more resolution. But yeah, 7 is fine. 7 is ample. And the LEDs are expensive, no doubt. So, you know, paying for 40 extra LEDs when you don't really need them, yeah. Okay, what am I going to put around them? I need to find something to put around. And of course, all the things I used to use to stick around when I'm stenciling, I don't know where they are. They're probably in a box somewhere downstairs, all my spare bits and pieces. Let me think. Okay, I need to go find something to put around to frame them. Or I need to find a, oh, maybe I can just use this. Maybe I'll use this, okay. Yeah, putting a dot down is not a bad idea, or something, anyway. Okay, so I reckon I can repurpose this. Maybe, oh, if I can get these off. Wow, they're stuck down. This is using double-sided tape. Get off. Here we go. God, I'm going to rip my nails off my fingers. Oh, here we go. Jesus. That was stuck full on. Okay. Whew. Okay, and oh, I gotta go find my tape. Where's my tape? Okay, tape, where are you? Oh, hello. Except scissors. No. Scissors. I know where my scissors are. Here. God, what a mess. What an absolute mess. For those who need absolute speed, I set up the PCB with 7 parallel signal pins. Yes. Which is kind of cool, but also I'm curious to know how you go with syncing stuff. Because obviously faster speed would mean potentially harder to sync everything. I don't know. I have not done that on my design. My design's different though, it's for a different purpose. Although it's a general purpose. But, so you can't really, I might do this under the microscope so I can see what I'm doing and maybe you can watch me align it. Except that's going to be upside down. Oh, look at that, the little UI is there. Okay, that should be the right way around now. Where's the mouse? See, I hate this. I can't even see with the mouse. Can anyone see the mouse? Oh, that is so annoying. How am I supposed to turn that? Oh, there's the mouse. How am I supposed to turn this off? I can't even see it on the screen. Okay, well, we're going to have the UI on the screen for now. Yeah, the 1515 LEDs are great, and they're low power, which is another reason I use them. And I have the 1010s to use as well, but I just haven't. Hello? Okay. So these are just hassle pads because it's just a prototype. But it's really hard lining up silver pads on a silver stencil. Okay, I bet you that's going to shift now. Just needs to be close. It's just a prototype. Okay, that's pretty good. That is, yep, okay. So let's paste it up. And then I've got to find the parts. I don't know where the parts are. God, I haven't done this. I have not done a board on a stream for a long time. Cut my hand open just before. Ow. Okay, paste. And where's my spatula? My small spatula. One day I'll have everything sorted out and I'll know where everything is. Right now, it's like someone came into my office and shifted everything around and then is just standing there laughing at me when I try to find something. It's like a joke. It's like a... I know my spatula's up here somewhere because I brought it up here. Where did I put it? I might have to, not my spatula, I might have to use a credit card. I don't know if I've got a credit card that isn't...
Tried looking down the back of the sofa.
Nothing's fallen down the back of the sofa yet, which is pretty funny. Yet. But there is stuff all over the sofa. Okay, I'm going to have to find something else to use. Sorry, yeah, not spatula. I've got my spatula. I need to scrape it on. Really? I should have organised this last night. I was too busy playing around with trying to get the camera on the ceiling. Oh, hang on. Are you there? Are you there? No. Oh, close. Nope. Nope, nope. Not there, not there. Oh, come on. Okay, no. So what else can I use? Anyone want to lend me their credit card? I'm just going to use another PCB. I'll use a PCB to apply paste to a PCB. That's fine. That's totally legit, isn't it? Old hotel key. I don't have any hotel key cards. A hotel? When was the last time anyone went to a hotel? I don't know. Not me. Okay. Just stir in the paste. Okay, I'm just using leaded for this. Who cares? Justin Campbell, so meta. Yes. PCB, stenciling a PCB. Oh, this is really wet. Okay. Gotta be careful not to do too much then. Like that. Oh, we need audio. We need music in here, I think. I need to solve having music. Is anyone still watching? I don't know. Okay, I'm going to use this PCB. This is my latest revision. Oh, maybe it's not my latest revision. Okay, anyway. Here we go. It should work. I mean, yeah, I think that looks okay. Except I put the lid on the paste. That was stupid. How am I supposed to get the paste back in again? Okay. It's not like I'm going to use this PCB though, so I could just chuck it. Oh, what a mess. That just made a nice mess. Okay, now another thing that I've rearranged, not intentionally, but just the way it turned out, is all of my components above me. You can't even see me. I'm all the way over here. Hey. Oh, no, you'd rather see that. That's fine. All my components up top here, they're all in different places than what they were. And so finding stuff, they're all labelled, but my muscle memory of going to a certain place is kind of, yeah, a bit bizarre now. So let me just grab some tweezers. Hope that this doesn't stick to it. It did. Anyway, that's fine. Okay, so I should put it on the turntable, but the turntable is a bit dirty. I haven't cleaned it from the move. That's okay. Well, here's the turntable. Except, now I'm going to need to do this under the microscope. Okay. I have an opportunity in this place to set myself up better for streaming, but I've yet to work out what better is. So, for the moment, that UI is so frustrating. Let me just focus that if I can. Is that focused? It's better. I'm so far away from the screen that I can't see. I've got a black hole or some stuff. Oh, hey, James. Blockbuster. I can't, the problem is I can't see the screen, and how's that? Okay, that's good enough. This is a data logger board with an RTC on it. So it's an RTC SD card logging board, but technically it's for anything, like for logging data or for storage. And then you can use it just as an RTC board if you want to. Yeah, it's multi-purpose, but generally good for logging. Oh, look at that! I left the app open again on my phone. It's okay. My phone is not dead yet. It's not a magic smoke generator. I will hope not. Now I need to not even set up an iBomb for this or anything. I don't know I'm so out of touch with doing all this stuff. That sounds stupid, but open project. I'm just going into KiCad. I don't even remember what's on the board. Shields. Shield logger. Okay, should I do an? I should build an I-bomb for it. And let's see if I can get that on the screen as well. Okay, so I don't need the back, just the front. Okay, and you can kind of see what I'm working on there. Wrong time click, wrong time clock, what? Hey Mike, good morning. Okay, can I get that bigger for people to see, maybe? Okay, how's that? Can you all kind of see that? I can't see it, I'm too far away, my screen's it's facing the wrong angle. But anyway, okay, so
Beak says which RTC chip.
So I am using a chip I've never used before that I found, and I'm quite excited by it. It's the RV3028-C7. And it is a super accurate, super low power RTC with it's an RTC inner crystal. You'll see when I put it on. It's pretty amazing. Okay, so that's not the right way around. Hopefully I'll be able to keep this in view while I'm working.
Developer says hello. Any news about our white project?
Any news about, sorry, it's possible to change your voice to something else? I'll have a look in a second how. It's a 0.1. Hey Fire Developer, no, not had a chance to work on anything more on it, but I need to.
Beak says the voice instructions have fallen off the screen.
Yeah, they're not on this screen, sorry. It's okay, leave the voice, it's fine. Okay, so I've got a 2.2 there and a 2.2. Why is it not? Oh, that's an 0603. A 2.2 there and oh, come on, tweezers. Okay. It's an 0603, 2.2. Hello, where am I? Do I have any? No, I don't. I might just have to use a... It doesn't have to be 2.2 anyway. It's just for the VBAT coming in. I can probably just use a 1 microfarad for now. Or maybe I'll use a 10. No, that would be... Why is there a resistor in there? Whoop. Okay. Was that... Yep, it was on. It's the 30 RV... Hang on. It is... RV-3028-C7. Oh, 8. Dash. Oh, look at that. I already had it open. It's that. this one here. And it's pretty cool. Okay, so back to here, 10 nanofarad. Oh, did you? You gotta do exclamation mark, say, not at, sorry. Okay, 10 nanofarad, 0402, 10 nanofarad. Dun, dun, dun. Just getting one out. Oh, where's it go? There. Except I can't see if that's in frame. What if I get that bigger for you? There you go. That's better. Okay, there was a 10 nanofarad. Now, lots of 10K resistors. Yeah, it's a really good, it's specification wise, it seems way too good to be true. So the jury's out about how good it's really going to be. Oh no, I don't have any 10K or 100K 0402s. I used them all up. Do I have any here? Nope. 100K. I have 100Ks. Okay. I can't use 100Ks for those. Where am I? And I have no 10Ks left. Damn, that's not good. Do I have any in book? I want to do, nope. I'm going to have to go and grab a reel of 10K resistors. Okay, back in a moment. What did I miss? No, I've got stacks of them. I've got 10 or 15 reels of them downstairs. I just don't have any cut tape of them. I need to get, I don't know why I'm screaming. My microphone's on my chest. I need to get cut tape. I need to, grab a reel and cut some off. But now I've got to find the reels of them again because I just put them back in piles. Oh no. Oh, look at that. First one I grabbed. Okay, 10K. Okay. So, got a reel I have to pull apart. Puppy wants dinner. Enjoy this.
Beak says screaming so we can hear you over the storm.
Yeah, I'm used to having to scream too, so you could hear me on the my microphone, but my microphone's travelling with me now. Okay, I'm gonna have to cut this. Damn. Oh well. I'm going to waste a whole bunch of these when I load them onto the pick and place machine. I could have just pulled the reel off the pick and place machine, but oops. It's got it stuck. Okay, so just going to cut a bunch of tape. Just what I did. Okay, so I just cut myself a strip of tape off, and I'll just use those, and then I'll load those into my my turntable. I actually might just do that now. Load them in. Just be easier. So 10K. You can see here, there's my little 10K with my little whatever it's called. Yay. Oops. So tiny. Okay, I'm just going to cut that now and put the rest of it inside the 10K container and stick it back up here. So I have some backup. Okay, now I've got a stack of 10Ks in here. So let's get back to putting them on. Hey Kyle, how you doing? Okay, so 1, 2, all those, and that one. Oof, I'm not going to remember that. I'll try, but...
Bob Hickman says 10K glitter.
10K. Hey Bob. 10K glitter. Yes. 1. We need Paul. Where's Paul, the count? Should have cleaned this. A turntable. 2, 3. 4, and I think it was one more. That one. Now, oh, this one I might not want to place. I might have to pull this one off again. That one there, that is a pull-up on the MISO line. Oh, one more. And I don't know if I'm going to need that. So I might have to take it off. If the SD card doesn't work, I might have to take it off. And one more here. Okay, and I know I need a button there. Oh, and this board's also got I2C, 2 different channels of I2C headers on it. Here's one. I have to go get another. I'm doing this all in the wrong order now, whatever. And then where's my other one? Da, da, da. See, I don't know where they are now. Because I moved everything around. I need to try to put them back in the order they were before, but who even knows what that was? I can't remember now. Hello? I've got a whole drawer full of them. You think I can find them? Seriously? Losing my mind. Hello, anyone? I can't believe it. I can't find them. Okay. A prison. Hey, Jesse, a prison. What? Oh. Not those. Is it that? No, not those. Right, I see them. I found them. Okay. Wow, that was a bit crazy.
James D. Cook says you need parts drawers with a new eye addressable lid so the drawer you want lights up.
Yep. Or I just re-sort my stuff out better. Okay. What else do I need to put on? I've got a 100K over there, a 2.2, and an LED. 100K, I bet you I don't have a 100K either. No, I do have 100k. What am I talking about? I had them before. Okay, so 100k. I'm actually going to put some 100ks in my thing, like I did with 10ks, because I do have some here. Okay.
Jay says you're going to use the I2C or the cookout or both.
Am I going to, hang on, I'll check what you just wrote in a second, because I didn't understand the second half of that. Am I going to use, or the clock out, or both? No, the I2C, like you need to be able to talk to it and set it and control it. The clock out is just a, so the clock out, I'll show you in a moment. I've got the clock out set to an IO where you can disable it through a solder jumper or enable it. But the clock out's just an output. But catch you later, Dave. Hi to anyone that I haven't said hi to. But yeah, you can, it's up to you what you do on the driver. Sorry, I need to, that was a 2.2 and that's an LED. What color LED? And don't say pink. I don't have 0402 pink. I'm sorry. I can do red, green or orange or blue. I have no pink.
Fire developer says black. Rhoda says eyelid.
Oh, here we go. All the silly people.
It says, can you fit cables into both of those connectors at the same time? They look very close. Deep says red.
Yeah, they're tiny little connectors. Can definitely fit. So, red.
Mousy says blue.
Oh no, we've got one. We've got two. No, we've got 3 blues.
Jay says personally, I don't like those RTCICS because they will overflow too soon, causing another 2,000 rand issue. Not sure about this one.
Okay, well, don't have a lot of options on RTCs at the moment unless I want to pay $10 each for them. Catch you later, Johan. Hey, Tony. I'm making an I2C RTC based SD card logging board. Well, the SD card logging part's not I2C. So am I doing blue or red? I've got blue out in front of me. Blue, okay. I'm doing blue. I've got it right here. Blue's my favorite anyway. So,
Pink says red.
oh, no, too late. I've already got the blue.
Jay says I haven't found one yet that's designed for long-term emplacement.
Justin Campbell says blue-red.
Blue, red. Okay. Well, that's getting difficult. Okay, so I need to now put the RTC on, and I have to put the SD card module and a JST connector. Okay, so let's put the. Wait, let's get the SD card. If I can.
Bob Hickman says 255.
Okay, well I guess that is a blue. Another vote for blue. Okay, SD card slot. And of course my JST connectors are downstairs. Typical. This one's always a challenge to get on. Because of the way I've got to grip it. Oh, wait. Okay, so that's on, and I just need JST and let's put the RTC on. The RTC on, C on, haha. Sorry. Wow. Let's see if I can easily identify pin 1. Well, looks like I can. Maybe. So this is the whole RTC chip. That's it. It's a crystal and RTC all in one. Look at it. It's tiny. Very excited, except, of course, I'm going to have to spin it around. Oh, that was silly. I need it this way. Because the connectors are in the way to place it. But that's the whole thing. Wow, I even got the footprint right, I think. So that is the whole thing. It doesn't require load capacitors, it doesn't require a crystal, and it doesn't require anything else. And the point is with this is it doesn't matter what its accuracy is over a year. Like, who's only waking their device up once a year? I mean, most people will be using this, will be using it, you know, to wake up daily or hourly or weekly, maybe.
It doesn't require more than 3 pages of data sheet apparently either.
No, it's pretty cool. And there are Arduino libraries for it. And I need to get a JST connector. Actually, maybe I can steal one. I'm going to steal one from a bag. Naughty Sion. Okay, now I don't have to go downstairs. I stole one from a tiny S3 bag.
Jay says there is another data sheet.
There's a programming guide, which is like really, really long, and then there's a practical applications guide, which is pretty good, actually. One of the better guides that I've seen. Okay, so this board is ready to go. I am going to is it big enough? I don't know if the thing's big enough. I'm going to reflow it on this, on my little, yeah, this should be good. I'm going to have to turn on my exhaust. Alexa, turn on Save My Life. And you're going to have to, look how dirty that is. Okay, so that's on. I should put the board on it.
Beak says, is it dirty or out of focus?
Right, I need to focus you as well. Sorry, it's both. Hang on. I can't really see. Is that in focus? Yeah, that's good enough. You'll see that reflow. Who won't be happy with what? You think I'll find out later about what? About the connectors? I don't understand what you mean. They're vertical connectors. Why am I going to have trouble plugging them in? I don't understand. They're not horizontal, guys. They're vertical. They're vertical. What, you think I'm that stupid that I stick 2 horizontal connectors like that? Come on. Okay. Get me some exhaust a bit closer. There we go. It's warming up. Here it goes, reflowing here.
Roger says, they have the PNP plugs still in them.
Yes, they're pick and place plugs. Gosh, how silly do you think I am? Look at that, nice reflow.
Beak says, warning, hot things are hot.
Hot things are super hot. Okay, and that's reflowed. Yay. Everything looks good. Take it off. Try not to bump it. Did you all really think I put horizontal connectors on? Come on. I've done all this at least once before. Really awesome mistake. Yeah. No, I don't think it would have been. I don't think that would have been an awesome mistake at all. I think it would have been a terrible mistake. Okay, so let's go to here. Oh God, I'm finding little bits of pink stuff everywhere. Okay, so rubbish, 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 rubbish.
Rhoda says, I'm glad you're smarter.
Only a little bit smarter though, Rhoda. You know that. Like, if there's ever going to be a mistake, I'm going to make it, but not that. Like, I'd have to give up doing what I do if I made that mistake, I think. I'm just putting some of these things away while I wait for that to cool down. Blue and 2.2. 402 2.2s. Why is that? Why is there no space for my 2.2s? I put something back in the wrong spot. I think I did. Oh, I put my 10 nanofarads back in the wrong spot. Silly Sion.
Beak says, how do you set the IWC address on the RTC?
I have no idea. I don't think you can. It's a fixed address. Okay, Alexa, turn off Save My Life. Okay, so here's the, whoa. That's not in focus at all. I should fix that. Okay, so there it is. So on the back, there are two jumpers. Get the right way around. The top one is for the SD card select, which is IO3 in this case. And there's also IO2, which is for the clock pin, which you can solder or not solder. They come unsoldered. Yeah, these are vertical. There we go. I'm pretty sure I can plug two things into that. Let's try, shall we? Oh, except now I've got to find where my cables are. Where did I put my I2C cables? Anyone? I know I've got one in. Did I have one in here?
Beak says, that makes so much more sense.
Oh, that's right. I used them on my loggers. I wonder if I've got more. I know I've got a box with stuff. You know what? Later. It doesn't matter. I know it's going to work. I know it's going to work because they're both vertical and that'll fit. So this is obviously designed to have the battery connected here, so you don't have to worry about soldering it onto the bottom.
Honey Badger says check the red sofa for lost cables.
No, it's not lost. I use them all on my logging shields. Okay, so I need to put headers on this, of course. And what I also need is, do you think I have a spare Tiny Pico, Tiny S3, Tiny S2 with headers on them? No, I don't. I don't think, which is really frustrating. Oh, actually, I might have a Tiny Pico. Okay, and I need to also get, just bear with me a second, I need to go downstairs and get something, which I forgot. Dun, dun, dun. Bum, bum, bum. Where are you? Yeah, I'll use one of these. Okay. I need that. And, oh, do I have header pins? Do I have header pins up here? What do I need? 10, 11, I think I do, because I'll steal them out of that bag, Tiny S3 bag that I just pilfered stuff from. Okay, and do I have a breadboard somewhere that I can solder with? Probably not. Okay, is anyone even still watching? Oh, there are still people watching, amazing. Okay, so by my count, that's 5 times he's been down the stairs and back. Yeah, seriously, I cannot tell you how many times I go up and down the stairs. It is insane. Okay.
Nick says I'm not watching.
Who's not watching? How many times I go up and down? Okay. Yes, it's going to be out of focus a lot. Do I have a breadboard? I know they're here somewhere. I have seen them. I've seen my box of cables. No, they're downstairs. Damn it! They're downstairs. I know they're downstairs. I remember seeing them downstairs. Okay, I'm going to take this out. I'm going to use this because this project I need to talk to you about. You'll remember this one. Hopefully I'll remember later to tell you. But for now, I'm going to just pull this out. No. What have you done, Sion? I'm wrecking a breadboard full of wires. I just pulled all of that off a breadboard just so I can solder some pins down. That's okay. You'll see why shortly. Okay, long and... This is the long and the short of it. Sorry, that was such a bad joke. Okay. Is that even in focus? Is that good enough focus? That's good enough focus. Is my iron on? It is. And this is going to be messy, messy, solder fluxy stuff everywhere. You watch. Alexa, turn on Save My Life.
Did you mean fire?
Save My Life. Alexa, turn on Save My Life. Okay. Wow. That wasn't difficult at all, was it? Okay, so... No, I might as well just solder it on. If it's not straight, who cares? It's just a prototype. Well, we're going off camera though. This breadboard is bowed. Okay, need to clean it. Why is that pin not sticking? Okay.
James D. Kirk says solder bridge.
Where? No, no solder bridge. It's yuck flux. So this is water-based. This is water-based lead-free solder. It's the same water-based flux that's in my paste that I use. And so what you're seeing is actually flux. It's the water in the flux activating. It's not bridges. So this looks ugly, but it cleans beautifully because it's designed to clean like my paste is designed to clean. So I get the benefit of lead-free and easy to clean. But it looks ugly until I've cleaned it. But guarantee no bridges. Okay, so that's good. Assuming I can get it out. And look at that, it's almost straight. Okay, Alexa, turn off Save My Life. Thank you. This whole switching thing, that's what I want to talk about. I've got a project idea. And what I pulled apart just then was for that project. Lead-free, water-based, vegan flux. That's funny. Okay, so I'm going to use one of my proto boards. if I can focus. Yay. So, one of my side-by-side boards. Okay, so you go in there, and you will go in here. I have no idea what code is on this. Okay, and can I zoom out more? Oh, I can. Okay, cool. So now I should be able to... I've got no drivers ready. I've not even downloaded a driver for this thing yet. I have no idea. Don't get too excited, Bruce. It's only a prototype and some connectors may not be straight. I'm going to name something to save my life so Alexa doesn't complain so much. Sorry, Robert. Okay, so if I just power this up, nothing blows up. That's good. What I should do is, where is my... What could go wrong? Yeah, I'm curious to know. I'm curious to know if I'll stick an SD card in there, just so we can try that as well. So my coding screen. Okay, I need, oh God. Arduino IDE. Bang. So the first thing I guess I want to do is drivers. I need to get a driver for it. So Arduino RV3028-7 library. I have looked at one already, a link to one. Oh, it's in the library manager. That's good. So tools, no, sketch, manage libraries. You're expecting a kaboom. Oh, don't be like that. Okay, so RV-3028-7-C7. Oh, there's a few. Interesting. Which one's this one though? Who's the main? Constantine. Oh wow. Okay, I wasn't expecting. But apparently this one, I was reading up on this one, so I think this one might be the way to go. Head full of cold coffee. Bang. Okay, so file. Let's see if we can get some example going. I don't know. I should actually do an what do you call it? A I2C scan, shouldn't I? Example 1. Set print time. That sounds like a good one. Okay, so Tiny Pico coffee warmer shield. It's not a bad idea. Oh, you can change. Okay, so okay, tools. Set to Tiny Pico, but it's going to go to my Laser Shark. That's not a good idea. We should just see if this works. See if it finds it. Okay. Oh, I wonder what board that is. Oh, yeah, I should be logging my trips downstairs. So, met a strange lady, she made me nervous. Took me in and fed me breakfast, yum. So, while that's compiled, oh, okay, that was quick. Excuse me, resetting. RTC online. you see that? RTC online. So S set time 1 for 12 hours, 2 for 24 hours. Okay, so if I go 2, well, 2 and 1 will be the same right now. Oh no, it's not. There you go. Look, it worked. 1. So that's in 12-hour mode. That's in 24-hour mode. So set time, what do I do for set time? What do I need to write? What's it expecting? Uncomment the below code to set the RTC to your own time. Huh? Yes. Yeah, I don't know what that does. I think an online count, vertical feet and steps will be nice. Oh right, we're still talking about going up and down. Too easy, yeah. What this thing here, if... So this is not running off battery at the moment. Obviously, it's just running off the normal power. Yeah, I don't understand how that bit there works. Because it's not reading in the data. I like the expansion. Thank you. So I got 4 different ones of those. Have I not shown them? Did I not announce that they were released? Maybe I didn't announce that they were released. Here, my prototype boards are out. Did I not let everyone know this? So I've got 4 different prototype boards. I've got a 2-up with a micro connector on it. I've got and a prototype area. I've got a 3-up with a big prototype area. I've got just a 3-up, and I've got the one I'm using now, which is a 2-up with a small prototype area. And they've all got I2C broken out, 2 different buses, and a battery connector. Did I not announce that I released those? That'd be dumb of me, wouldn't it? Okay, let's go back to... And they come with pre-soldered headers. Yeah, they're surface mount. They come ready to go. There's no soldering required. They come pre-soldered. And I show here what the different pinouts are. So I2C1 is just the standard I2C pins on the Tiny Pico, Tiny S2 and Tiny S3. And I2C number 2, which can be used for anything, it doesn't have to be I2C, are those pins, respectively. Yeah. So yeah, they've been available for a while. Unfortunately, I wish I could get them cheaper. The headers cost me a fortune, as did the PCBs, because of logistics, because of shipping. Like every header doubled in price because of the freight at the moment. You want one? Well, they're on the store. Okay, so what other examples are there? Let's just look at what other examples. File, examples. I also need to check the SD card. Run library, trickle charging, no, print Unix time, alarm interrupt. I wonder how the alarm interrupt works. Which library? I'm currently just using this one. The reason I'm using this one is because he has support for setting the clock out, either using clock out with a frequency or using the clock out as a second interrupt, which is pretty cool. Okay, so what does this one do? For example, so enable interrupt loop. So what's it setting the alarm to? Oh, here we go. The way variables control what alarm will be set. Minute, 20 hour, date or weekday. What is date or weekday? Alarm mode is following away when minutes hours and weekdays match once per week, when hours and weekdays, when minutes and weekdays match once per week, when a weekday match, when hours and minutes match, when hours match once per day, when minutes match once per day. So at 8:36, so if we set it to minutes, if we set it to 40, all disable default value. I don't know if this will work. We'll try. I'll try compiling this. Is there a way in Python on Raspberry Pi to call another program? Ah, right. Hey, Yumbo Prime. Okay, let's see if this can compile and go on the board, and if I can get it to do something. Okay, RTC is online. Well, look at the time. It's got the time almost right. Something weird with the logging. What's it doing with the logging? Don't know. But so maybe at 8:40, if the minutes are set to 40 now, if I did this right, the alarm should go off. I wonder what that other time coming up is. Okay, we're going to be waiting a while for the minutes. 3.5 minutes we need to wait. So while that's happening, I want to quickly talk to you about, so does everyone remember, which I never ended up needing, my stencil level project, where I was trying to use some, I made these custom boards with time of flight sensors on them to be able to level my stencil. Well, I don't need that now, but what I'm going to use these for, what I'd like to use these for is, because I have a bunch of them. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 of them. So I'm going to see if I can put these time of flight sensors, like one in front of my DSLR, one in front of my microscope, maybe one in front of my computer, to be able to then have them go into a microcontroller that's set up as a HID device to switch OBS between different scenes based on that. Kind of like what John Oxley did on his microscope, where he was using just, some of the sonar, what are they called? Things? Yeah, I can't remember what they're called, but with the circles, look like little eyes. Anyway, I want to use these time of flight sensors so I can also, I thought it'd be quite cool if I have a whole bunch of them just connected to a microcontroller. That's right, the ultrasonic sensor. Thank you. Transducers. So yeah, I've already got these ready to go, which I didn't use for the other project. So I'm going to, I've got 5 of them, which should allow me to switch 5, and they've got the pH headers on them already, and I've got enough pins to do all the work I need to do to be able to read them, and I2C, and also to set them and everything else. So yeah, that's a future project. A future project. Okay. We're getting close. 1.5 minutes to go. The glitch that goes by. A few lines say AM. There's a rest. There's a rest. Don't. Whoa. What? What's not good? Yeah, I don't know what this is. This is it's just an example. I don't care. I just want to see if the alarm triggers. That's not the only glitch. That's okay. I just want to make sure that the hardware's working. If there's a library issue, that's fine. There's a few other libraries. Okay, 30 more seconds. 30 more seconds, we get to see if the alarm goes off. Assuming I set it correctly. I don't know. And then I want to check the SD card. Wow, I've been streaming for over 2 hours. Nope. Did we get an alarm? Something happened. I think. Did something happen? Nope. Okay, maybe I didn't set the alarm. Yeah, watching text scroll. Or maybe it's looking for 040. Maybe I needed to set the 8. Oh, that's annoying. Wouldn't that be annoying? So 842.
Roger says alarm mode needs to be mode 6.
Oh, does it? Right, okay. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, is that what? Right, for that one. Okay. Thank you. Okay, do I enough? I should have enough time to flash this. Okay. Thanks, Rhoda. See, I should have kept reading before. Oh, that was even off the screen. Anyway, I've set that now.
Bruce says you need a big bell that goes off for store orders.
No, because then it'll never go off. I said that before. And then I'll feel bad all the time. Okay. 32 seconds to go. See if the alarm goes off. And then we'll try the SD card.
James D. Cook says my sketch uses NTP to set RTC.
Sure. I'm just using their examples right now. That's fine. You can obviously use NTP with all my boards because they're all Wi-Fi compatible. Come on, come on. God, it's like watching grass grow. Go, come on, do it, do it. 2 seconds. Yep, alarm. Yay. Okay, the alarm works. Okay, good. I'm going to stop that now. I need to get SD card.
Super chat!
What? Some prototype. Thanks, Bruce. Awesome. Is that your? Is that the store alarm? I've got my email off right now, and I've got I definitely not thing to use alone for telemetry. What? For telemetry? What are we talking about? Anyway, I need to let me find SD card example. Not example. Well, yeah, I can actually, can't I? I should just be able to do SD test. As long as I set the right. This should work. It should print what's on the card, which is, I believe, some Riffle Master Pro settings files. I just need to set the, excuse me, the begin. I need to set what pin it is, and I've got to remember what pin it is. That's the problem. So my CS pin was at IO3. But that's IO3 for a tiny S3, which is what I numbered them for. Excuse me, but I'm going to, so what is that on a tiny Pico? I've got to remember. It is 15. So if I go begin 15, that should be my SD card. Oh, no, 3 is detect. Sorry, I lied. Select is 34. Ah, right. Select is 5, which is what the default would be anyway, I believe. So, okay, let's see if this works. NTP or some other mechanism changes the date time, you store it with some telemetry, and then the end user does. Right. Fail to open file for reading. Oh, okay, that's fine. Okay, so card type. So it sees the card. Yep, see there, profiles, JSON. Okay, so SD card works. Created a directory, removed a directory, wrote a file, appended to the file, reading the file, read it, deleting the file, deleted, renaming the file, renamed, reading file, hello world, failed to open file for reading. I don't know what that is. Is it read it? But yeah, that worked. Okay, so we have, so the SD card works, the I2C works, obviously because the actual ITC itself works, the RTC works. So that's really it, other than, I guess, checking the headers. Jay, honestly, I think the people who would use something like this, like I don't know, I can't vouch for what their use cases are going to be, but you know, I don't know how accurate. Like whenever they wake, yeah, I don't know. I mean, you set with NTP, and then you shouldn't have to do anything because you store it on the RTC. So, I did design this board in KiCad, yes. Which is it here. Yep. So that is it there. All the parts showing. I thought I had more parts on here. Obviously not. No, I fixed software for oil field companies that had the exact issue. Oh, no, sure, I get. But that's what I'm saying. Like, I wouldn't expect someone to be using this in industrial, high critical things. Does that make sense? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, and if they do, well, they need to be doing a lot more work on their software. Okay, so if you're storing telemetry, store data time along with a high res. Okay. I mean, there are lots of use cases for a data logging board. Now, the question is, though, if I... Right, I'm going to have to check the battery on it. That's going to be harder. So this doesn't have a battery backup.
Logging data.
Right, it's used for logging data, obviously, but what data they're logging and how critical it is and stuff like that, I don't know. So this does not have a battery backup on it because it's designed to run with a battery. So the battery will also power the Tiny Pico or whatever board it's going to be. And I can't think of a use case where you'd have this powered and this not powered. It doesn't make any sense. This in deep sleep, sure, but not disconnected. But even if you did, so if this had a battery in it and you pulled the board out, the power from the battery still powers the RTC. Now, the reason I did not use the battery backup system inside this chip is because the power requirements when this is actually powered is only 40 nanoamps. Okay, using the battery backup would have been less, but it would have been insignificant, the savings. And But again, it's not necessary, wagon loaders. That's what I'm saying. So yeah, I mean, their concept is to use a 100 or 1,000 microfarad
Jay
cap.
says you mean the backup pin?
Yeah, the ability. So I've not wired in the battery pin as a separate power source, right? That the data sheet gives the example of the super cap. The reason I haven't done that is because this board runs off battery. Okay, if this was a board that didn't have a battery connector on it, and you pulled it, like, do you understand? The battery is designed to go through this board to power your microcontroller. So there's never a point where this board will be powered that doesn't have a battery connected to it. And if that's the case, and the battery will charge if the power's coming from here, but if that's the case, if there's never not a battery connected to it, then you're just running it at 40 nanoamps, which is a tiny amount of power as a battery backup. So as I said, with a battery connected to here, I should be able to pull this out, and the battery that's connected to it will just keep the RTC powered indefinitely at 40 nanoamps. Mojang, there are only a few supercaps with good low temp specs. Well, they're not, all right, you don't even need a supercap. At 40 nanoamps, you can stick a 1,000 microfarad cap on there, and that would, it depends how long you need it to back up for, right? But this will already be running off the battery, and the battery is going to be considerably bigger than a supercap. Okay, even if you put the tiniest single cell LiPo you can get on there, like a 150 milliamp, 1S LiPo, that's still 150 milliamps at 40 nanoamps. You got a lot of backup power there. So it made no sense to put separate battery backup on here. It just no sense at all. It would have made the board much bigger, and it would have just been more confusing because by default, in software, you have to actually tell it to turn on the battery backup feature.
Jay says I hear you about the 40 knob and totally get it. I was commenting towards the mention of supercaps.
Yeah, I know you were. That wasn't for you, Jay. Yeah, supercaps. But completely not necessary with this design. So if you're using this without a battery, that's fine. You don't have to use a battery. If you know you're always powered by USB, then you don't have to use a battery, right? You can just leave them both connected. You're powered by USB, and off you go. Or if you're powering it from battery from this board from underneath, or let's say you're using a do I have a Pro S3 with? Downstairs I do. Damn. Okay, I've got a Pro S3 with headers, but it's downstairs. But let's say you're using, because you can use a Pro S3 for this as well, because it's pin compatible, right? It's Tiny Pico pin compatible. So if you did that and you had a battery connected here, that'd still work with this. And if you disconnected the power, right, it would still work. The battery backup will still work here. They're connected, those two batteries. This is just for convenience on a Tiny Pico, so you don't, or a Tiny S3, Tiny S2, so you don't have to solder the battery connector there. If you had battery connected directly to the pins here, it would still work. You still don't have to have a connector there. So I can't.
Jay says that's pretty good 40 knob for a RTCIC.
It's insane how low that is. That is just crazy, especially with the 1 ppm characteristic, right? So I couldn't think of a use case where you'd ever need battery backup, per se. Now, if the RTC itself was much higher, let's say it was milliamps, or even very high microamps, like 800 microamps or 700 microamps for usage, then a battery backup would have made more sense because you could get it down to nanoamps on the backup and not be chewing the battery.
With time accuracy like at say 0 degrees.
I don't know. The specification on this is 1 ppm, I think at 25 degrees. I don't know. Once again, mileage will vary, and you have to look through the data sheet. Does the RTC and SD share the same power buses? Well, yes. Everything runs off 3.3 volts. Yes. First year aging is 3 ppm. At what temperature, Jay? I know you wrote that before. Yeah, they have to share the same bus. They're 3.3 volts, but the SD card doesn't take anything. 1 ppm a year. Although it says 3 ppm aging, but it was 1 ppm a year on the data sheet. That's at max 25 degrees, right? Like, it all seems way too good to be true on this data, on this component, but apparently, and you know, they're designed for automotive, industrial automotive, and they're, you know, quite popular, and they're reasonably priced. I mean, they cost me $2 something US each, which is way cheap for an RTC right now. Like, RTCs are honestly, like the Max chips and the MCPs I was using before, if you can get them, are like $9, $10, $15 US each right now. You've got to use a lowercase say, I think. A certain version is for automotive. I thought the C7 was an automotive one. Maybe it's not. I don't know. I'd have to go through the data sheet again. Either way, it doesn't matter. I bought 300 of them. I can make 300 of those logging boards, but I'm not going to because I'm also using this on another board that I'm designing. Stay tuned. But this is a success. Now, the only other thing I need to do, which I've got to go find the headers, is I need to build one of these and pull off my...
Deke says car version is automotive, CQ is non-automotive.
Right. So I don't know. I thought mine was CA. Maybe they're not. Yeah, maybe they're not. I don't know. Doesn't matter. I don't care. It's just a difference in temperature ratings, I believe. Yeah, I've got to build one of these and pull the tiny picker off the logo. But the stream's been going for 2.5 hours. I think that's QA. Right, mine are QA. So mine are automotive. The ones I bought. 1 ppm, 10 TA QA. I was pretty sure mine were the automotive ones. Didn't matter, that's all I could get. Like, I didn't specifically choose them because they were automotive. I chose them because that's all I could get. And I'm lucky I got them. There were 1,700 in stock, and I put them in my I put 100 in my shopping cart, thinking I can get them, I can try them. They're coming from Mauser, they'd get here quick, I try them, and then if they work, I'll buy some more. And then when I went to buy them, there were 380 left in stock, and so I bought 300.
Jay says note, no diff in temp rating. Usually there is. This part is likely the better of the batches.
Maybe. The specs on it are way overkill for what I think this board is. But then again, I don't know. I don't know what people are going to use them for. But and obviously the other thing that I've got on here is the button. So the button is designed to... actually, let me show you. Okay, so the button is connected to the EVI pin, okay, which is pulled to ground. And what you can do with the EVI pin is set that as a...
Jay says they also do sell plus 125 C chips.
I can't wait till the chip shortage is over as well. It's insane. So what you can do in a combination with the clock out, so you got the interrupt pin, right? Did I not wire up the interrupt pin? Holy moly, that would be a nice oversight on this design if I did not...
Jay says it's an active low interrupt.
Oh, guess what? I didn't wire out the interrupt pin.
Jay says it is pi on 2.
Kyle Milner says oops.
Yeah, that's really clever of me. That's okay. It's just a prototype. That's why you make prototypes. what was I going to say? Right. That's fine. I'll fix that. That's easy.
Jet Jotech says chip shortage will remain for a long time.
Hey, Jet Jotech. Yeah, they're saying mid-2023 now. So another year, it seems. Okay, anyway, what I was wanting to say is, so you've got your interrupt pin, right? So you can wake up an ESP32. Oh, that's why I didn't do it. I needed to pick which RTC IO I was going to do it on, and I had to look at all three boards and make sure that whatever header I was taking to was an RTC IO on all three boards. And I forgot to do that. Whatever. Didn't you do it, Cable Tie? I think you did the design review. Anyway. But what you can also do with this, which is really interesting, is you can use clock out also as an interrupt in the driver by changing its function from a frequency out to an interrupt out. And you can set the EVI to be an input. And what you can do is, the way I've wired this up is if you set clock out to be an interrupt, so this is also, that goes out to IO2, then you can tell it to wake up your Tiny Pico, Tiny S2, Tiny S3 from deep sleep by pushing this button. So not only can you have it wake up from an alarm or whatever else, or other factors, but you could also have it do a wake from pin from the clock out, and you can push that button on the board and wake it up, which is something that's missing on a lot of boards. When you get your ESP32 into deep sleep and it's set to wake up from an alarm or it's set to wake up from other external factors, you've got no way of physically waking up the board unless you reset the board. This gives you the ability to do a manual wake up by pushing a button. I thought that was a cool idea. Anyway. But I didn't break out the interrupt pins, which is interesting. So even with this, you could just set the clock out to be an interrupt and use that instead of the interrupt pin. But I have to do use rat m song. I don't know what that is. What's rat m song? Okay, so almost a success. Damn, so close. Okay, I need to fix that, and then I will get some production boards made. I need to test the connectors as well, and I need to test the JST connector, but I'll do that later. Later today. So, Rage Against the Machine. Oh, right, okay. Wake up! Yep, used a touch pin to wake up the ESP. Right, but you have to remember to actually do that and set that up on your ESP32, which is fine.
Jay says it is a cool idea. Normally an easy button wake up is not current cheap.
Right. Well, in this case, it's part of the RTC thing, right? So you're not syncing current through a battery. Sorry, through a button on an external thing, right? In this particular case, I don't know how it handles it with the EVI, but it yeah. Anyway, this was part of their application design.
Jay says remember the EV pin should not be left floating.
It's not. It's pulled low to a 10K. Yeah, I validated all of that. I just forgot to hook up the interrupt to something. Wow. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. Okay, so I think there's not much else to. You see what I got for Father's Day? I thought that was kind of cute. Yaz got me that. I'm not sure if you can see the names. It says Orly, Flynn. Kind of cute. So I need to fire up the pick and place machine. I need to build 600 Feather S3s and then a whole bunch of other stuff. Yeah, a lot of manufacturing to do now. But as messy as everything is downstairs, it's usable now. I can clean boards, I can, as in clean edges, I can ultrasonically clean, I can dry, which is great. And what I did, so I did an experiment just quickly. I did so with my, I need to go down again. Okay, we're doing the stairs again. We're doing the stairs. Dun, dun, dun. I need to grab a panel of my UFL tiny pico boards. Because I want to show you, I changed my panel design. I took a gamble. Here we go. I took a gamble on a changed panel design. You've got to remember all these boards are 1mm thick. And I've also going to be moving to a chain-based oven, which means there's no support in the middle. So I took a gamble at redesigning these to not have the usual mouse bite USB on the end of the boards that join vertically. And I made them just like this, where there's only ever two edges of a board touching, which means I now only have to clean two edges. I don't have to clean the USB side, and I don't have to clean the back side of the boards. I wasn't sure if this would bow too much inside the pick and place machine. It's quite flimsy, right? I mean, FR4 is pretty strong, but there's really no support on this, you see? So I was worried that I was going to get too much bowing and they might snap. But they didn't, which means I'm going to now convert all of my panels over, at least all my new ones going forward, but eventually...
It says cool, less sides to clean.
Right, it's half as many sides to clean, which means I should be able to clean these boards twice as fast. Yeah, so, yeah, and it worked out quite well. So I'm pretty happy with that. Yeah, I just wanted to share that. So in terms of progressing downstairs, this Friday, supposedly my stencil printer, conveyors, stacker and destacker are shipping. They'll probably take 45 to 60 days to get here. Once they arrive, I need to get them in the line, reshuffle everything around to make sure it all fits. And until I've got that, I was chatting with my patrons yesterday. I don't want to buy any more furniture for downstairs until the line is sorted out, because I don't know where I'm going to have space and room. I don't want to just go downstairs and go and buy benches and shelves. Like right now I'm taking boards up and I'm reworking them up here still. I'm inspecting them up here. So I do a pick and place run. I take the board upstairs, look under the microscope to check it, go back downstairs and stick it in the oven, because I don't have any rework and inspection downstairs yet. I will have, but I need desks to do that, and I'm not going to buy them until my line's in and I know exactly what space I've got. I know roughly where I want everything to go. Are you still going to build?
Says could build a dumb waiter.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't trust it. No, it's fine. For the moment, it's fine. I mean, I've got like 1,200 boards I need to build over the next week or so, which I'm going to have to do that. It's going to be a lot of up and down stairs. But yeah, the point is this is more about finishing off the furniture. So until the line is done and I've solved what I'm doing with my oven, I can't build in the dirty area, because I want to maximize that space, and I don't know where the wall's going to go yet. So there's this, I'm kind of in a holding pattern at the moment until I get all this equipment and get the rest of the line set up, which is a little frustrating. Did you move your equipment from home last week? Yeah, oh, you missed it. At the start of the stream, I did a tour. It's all downstairs. Yep. It is all downstairs, and it's, hang on. I need to just, it doesn't like, when I look at through the flex, it'll come back in a moment. There we go. Oh, here you go. Whoa. Just going to grab the flex. There you go. Can you see that? You can kind of see the mess down there. Yep. It's all in, it's operating, it's not great.
James D. Kirk says, did you get your rolling tables yet?
Yeah, I've got two of the, oh, yeah, mate, I've got, yep, there's one. Oh, and you can see in here, there's the other one. So yeah, two rolling tables. Right now, they have obstacles on the floor, which is annoying. But yeah, two rolling tables, and they work great. And I've only got 2 rolling benches downstairs. I need to buy 2 more. Oh, Eric, hello. How are you? And Kickback, hello. I need to get more of my rolling benches downstairs, not the tables, they're taller. But again, I don't want to get them all until I've worked out where everything's laid out. So yeah.
G says so. By and by, 1 ppm is change in time over time. 3 ppm is change in frequency over frequency.
Okay. I'm going to put a camera downstairs for quick checks. So yeah, I said at the start of the stream, I'm trying to grab another G3 Flex like that camera, which will permanently be downstairs, so I can see the production line. So you can all see the production line in streams. Not that you'll necessarily be running during a stream. Cameras inside the machines and stuff, probably not. That doesn't really make a lot of sense. But just be able to see the whole line. No, they're not pan and tilt. The unified pan and tilt cameras are thousands of dollars. We're oogling the accuracy. Well, the jury's out whether they're that accurate, but if they say they are, you know, you got to hope that they're telling the truth. 0.3 milliamps when you push that button. Right, but how long are you pushing it for? Not very long. Oh, Cable Tie's counting how many times up and down the stairs. That's hilarious. That's really funny. And a pan and tilt camera doesn't, it's just overkill. I don't need it. Being able to see the line on video, like an overview, is kind of cool. I wouldn't use it to monitor the production line. Like, I'd be down there manufacturing when I'm down there manufacturing. Wow, wasn't that kind of circular? Yeah. But it's just, I guess, a nice way for you all to get a view of it all. Rather than me having to walk down with my iPhone all the time. And I can always do that still for close-ups. Use one of your counter boards and a time of flight board and make a stair counter. I know everyone's telling me to do that. I can do that. I don't need to know how many times I've done it up and down the stairs. I don't want to know how many times I've gone up and down the stairs. But I know by the end of the day, because my freaking back and knees are sore. Anyway. Oh, I also got new ones of these. And I haven't built one yet. This is a Rev 2 of my Nano S3 adapter for my test jigs. I had to tweak the position of the pins, the bendy pins, because it was just too hard to get the board in and out on the other one. Only amount of time until you install a fireman's pole. Yeah, no, we spoke about that ages ago. A fireman's pole or a jumping castle slide on the way down. Just, yeah, kind of hard to get back up those, but and it's climbing the stairs that hurts more than going down the stairs. I mean, I can get down the stairs real quick. I can just take a dive down the stairs and I'll get down to the bottom really, really quick. Need a lift like what was on Jupiter 2. Sure, I could just cut a big hole in the floor here. I can just jump down. Anyway, yeah, we're not doing any of those crazy things. I need to build one of those and test it.
Also, if you're communicating a lot, the I2C bias resistors will bump up the energy consumption. Everyone defaults to 10K. You can probably G.
Probably get away with 20 or 40. Yeah, that's okay. Once again, people are plugging in, like whatever the consumption is for this board, Jay, the fact is an ESP32 is going to chew the power way faster than this board's going to, no matter what you're doing on it, right? So, no matter how much it's costing for those 10K resistors when you're communicating on the I2C bus, it's nothing compared to the milliamps being pulled from the ESP32 to be able to talk to the I2C bus. So don't worry about it. If someone needs a super, super low power solution all up, then they need to make their own custom board.
Jay says unless they use it in a non-S32 app.
Right, but I guess you technically can, but these are designed to pair with my Tiny Pico, Tiny S2, Tiny S3, or Pro S3. You're talking about if someone uses the chip, sure, but I'm only concerned about my board, right? Greg, hello Greg. Yes, because you like sucking all the juice. That's pretty crazy, 2.2. Why not 4.7? Anyway, whatever. I can't care about everyone's use case for this RTC in projects that have nothing to do with me, right? Yeah. Okay, so I should check these boards. I need to check these Feather S3s and see if JLC have wrecked them at all. Should we have a look? Let's have a look. Not that one.
Jay says, well, it may increase your marker share.
My marker share. Well, no one can get the chips at the moment anyway. Okay, so let's have a look. Okay, well, they didn't wreck my solder mask. Oh, God, look at the registration of the solder mask. Oh, what have they done here? Look at the openings of the solder mask around those pads. Oh, look at the registration. Wow, what have they done? These will be fine, but I just don't get. I hope this is in focus. Like, look at this pad. Look at that pad, which is perfect, yeah? And then look at that pad next to it, which is just whatever. And then this pad here, I don't even know what shape that is. Like, and look at that. Around those resistors.
Beak says JLCPCB continue to be consistently inconsistent.
It's just a mess. I just don't get it. Oh, God, look at those. Like, I'm going to go grab a board from downstairs. 7, cable tie, 7. 7, 7. I'm going to grab another one. Sorry, I missed that. All I can hear is the stairs. Let me get a Feather S3 panel. A current one. Feather S. Of course, it's on the bottom. Because, you know, why not? Okay, let's check one of these ones. So this is exactly the same Gerbers, right? I just did a reorder. So that's a manufacturing thing. That's not a Gerber thing. Well, I don't know. Let me check these ones. I mean, you know, this is my 8th batch of reorder. So, yep, serial numbers. So if I look at this one, right. So I mean, look at. I mean, at least the shapes are correct. Look at those resistors there. Where's my finger? Right. Look at the resistors. Like, they're all pretty good. It's still not perfect, but it's... And then you look at this. It's like not even close. It's just... Okay, I wish I could measure how wide that is, that extra gap. It's as wide as my tweezers. Look, even around, look at around the annulars. Look what they've done. Somehow it's opened up. Look at these. Anyway, whatever. But as long as there's solder mask mostly between the QFNs, that's what I care about. But the registration's pretty shit. God, look at even around the ground pad. And look at that. Whatever. Okay. Different operators, different machines, different consistency on... Catch you later, Robert. Different consistency on the solder mask. You know, the actual ink, what's it called? Ink, the actual liquid. It could be all sorts of things. Still, it's as long as they work, and as I said, as long as there's solder mask between my QFN pads, it's just it reduces my headaches dramatically. If there's no solder mask between them, are they still manufacturable? Sure, but there's that absolute extra chance of getting bridges between them. And if you do get bridges, they're much harder to fix if there's no solder mask, because there's nothing resisting the solder when you heat it back up again. If you flux it and heat it back up again and resolder, generally the solder mask will resist and push the bridge apart. But if there's no solder mask there, it just won't. It'll just stay a clump. So much harder to fix if there's an issue. So I don't need those headaches, right? I mean, I don't have a $500,000, 100% perfectly accurate pick and place machine that can nail the position of the part every single time. And you know, if the part is slightly out and when it reflows and it shifts, which is fine, surface tension pulls the part back into where it's supposed to go. But by doing that, you're also pushing the paste. You're pushing the solder. And by doing that, and there's no solder mask between them, you run the risk of bridging. So, you know, people are giving me a lot of crap about, you know, you don't need solder mask between QFN pads and that's just rubbish. You absolutely don't when you're hand placing. And when you're using really high-end equipment, you don't need it. And on the times where I've had no solder mask on them, for whatever reason, JLC have done whatever they've done, then you know, 9 times out of 10, my boards are fine. But on the odd occasion where I get a problem, they're just god-awful to fix. Like, I'll generally, when I see it and that's the cause, I'll grab the board and I'll stick it in a box and I'll deal with it another time. Like, I just won't fix it straight away. How can you tell if the solder bridge is under SMD, like the RTC chip? Well, you can't, but it's not under on the RTC. The pads are next to, they're exposed, you can see them. There won't be generally a bridge isn't under the component. Oh, I didn't switch back, sorry. It's generally not under the component, it's at the side of a component. But you can see there quite clearly, there's no bridging. Like the RTC is no problem. And if you look at something like here, I mean, you can see on the, well, that's a bit dusty. You can see, like on the sides of the QFN, they're quite clearly, you can see if they're bridged or not. They won't be bridged underneath, but not bridged on the outside. Like if they're going to be bridged, you'll see that there's a bridge. Very rarely, I mean, okay, it's possible that there can be a bridge underneath that you can't see, but fairly unlikely. Because if there's no solder mask between the pads, there's also no solder mask at the entry point of those pads. So it would, if it's going to spread across underneath, it'll spread across on the side. That's generally what happens, from my experience. And I get plenty of boards from JLC with crap like this, which I can never ship. Sometimes it's small like this, sometimes there's massive bits of solder mask missing. Scratches and all sorts of things. Really frustrating. So I try to find those whenever I can and not ship them. And I keep them for myself as my own boards.
Deke says, have you considered automatic optical inspection?
Sure, but that doesn't help me. Like, when I have a bridge, I don't not see it. Like, you know, my board won't work. I don't need an inspection system to see that there's a bridge. So what I need is a, you know, good solder mask on my boards. Yeah. Yeah, it acts like not so much a non-stick, like a resist. It's like yeah, oil. Like it's literally solder mask won't stay on it. It slides off it. Well, I can go up and down to get to number 10 if you want, cable tie. No problem. So I'm just reading back. Yeah, I can imagine we're working them without solder mask. It's an absolute nightmare, and I've had to do it more often than I'd like. And very little consistency with JLC on it. But JLC are one of the only companies that will actually attempt it. Like PCBWay won't. Like if I got these boards done at PCBWay, they say straight up, like they will block that section out and they will refuse to even attempt to put solder mask around my QFNs, my 0.4s, or even around my USB-C pins. They just say, nope, it's out of spec, we won't even try. What JLC do is they say it's out of spec, but will let you have that solder mask clearance anyway. And if you get solder mask there, great. And if you don't, you don't, right? Which is okay. I prefer that. But they've proven time and time again that they can get solder mask between them consistently with really good quality. So then it irks me now when I get boards that don't have solder mask there, or the solder mask registration is really bad, like it is on these boards. Still usable, but bad, because I don't understand why. Hey Beata, I don't understand why it's so inconsistent. And there's so many factors, right? Like the solder mask itself, when they put it on, it spreads around, right? Like anyway, I've had it explained to me before. I don't really understand the chemistry behind it as part of the process, but it's part of the viscosity and the process of application that the solder mask itself chooses to go into those gaps or not. It's not like an operator standing there goes, yeah, you know, puts a hand up and says, solder mask, don't go in there. You know what I mean? Unless if they've physically blanked it out, you'll see a rectangle around the area, a perfect rectangle, where no solder mask has gone, right? That's their engineer physically blocking the solder mask on the mask so it doesn't even attempt it, right? I get that sometimes still from JLC. That's why I check every single panel. I check my Gerbers before I get any panel run for the first time, because they'll often still do that. They'll block them out without my permission. But when they don't, 9 times out of 10, the solder mask is perfect. But sometimes it's not, and it just irks me. But nothing I can do. And through this whole bundle here, let me tell
Jay
you.
says more physics than chemistry. They simply can't guarantee it because of supply variations, op temps, etc., etc.
Possibly. Well, part of it's physics and part of it's the chemistry of the makeup of the solder mask, I guess. Can I make G Gerber? Does KiCad make Gerbers? Yeah, you can plot Gerbers out of KiCad. Sure. That's how everyone does it. So that's 50 panels there. So that's 750 Feather S3s. 50 panels? Yeah. 750 Feather S3s. Guaranteed in this pile here, there will be at least 80 or 100 Feather S3s out of the 750 that will have areas of solder mask missing around either the USB or the QFNs, right? Just through whatever, physics or whatever. Whatever it is, Jay. Yeah, cool. As I said, I don't know. It's out of my wheelhouse of expertise, like most things. So I know that I'll have problems. Like I'll go get a board and it won't work, and I'll have a look at it and there'll be a bridge there, and then I'll look under the microscope and I'll see there's no solder mask on it, and I didn't spot it. I don't go through every single board on every panel under the microscope before I pick and place them. I can't do that. Like that's 750 boards. Like how long would that take me to go to inspect every board on every panel? It'd be hours and hours of my time, right? Even an optical inspection machine won't help me with solder mask detection. Well, okay, maybe a $50,000 or $100,000 optical inspection machine will, but you know that's not kind of in my my shopping list at the moment. So yeah, I just whenever it happens, I notice after the fact, and then I decide, you know, is this going to be an easy fix or is it going to be a hard fix? If it's a hard fix, in the bin, not in the bin, in one of these. Right? And then at some point in the future when I've got nothing to do, when I'm procrastinating and got and won't do the things I'm supposed to be doing, I'll go and grab a bundle and maybe pull 10 boards out of it, and I'll fix them and I'll clean them and I'll put them in stock.
Jay says recently, one of the other bloggers mentioned an alternative to Play, etc. A new company.
There are lots of them. None of them will do black solder mask like this. They just don't. Whether they say they can or they can't, they can't. They don't. Can my Raspberry Pi board inspector see solder mask? Not really, no. Like on a board like this, black board, the difference between an area that's got mask and doesn't have mask is almost indistinguishable. They're both shades of black. So yeah, not really, and that's not what it's designed for. So that's okay, and it won't help me. I'm not going to sit there and put every board through an optical inspection first to work out which ones might have a problem and might not, because there could also be boards that have no solder mask on those
Jay
pads.
says you probably can with different light sources.
But again, it's not necessary. Like, as I said, I could have a bunch of boards with no solder mask on the QFNs and just happen to pick and place them perfectly, and they reflow perfectly, and there's no bridges. So if I was trying to find them first, I'd X them out on my panel and not use them, and I could end up with boards that would have been perfectly fine and working without any rework requirement that I now don't have used at all. Like, you know what I mean? So it makes no sense to do that. I'll keep doing it the way I am, and I'll fix the ones I need to fix. And it doesn't happen that often anymore. It used to be a lot worse. Like it used to be like 50% of the boards. Now it's, you know, a small number. Yeah, with UV I could detect it, but again, it's not something I want to do. It really doesn't make any sense for my production line. Can you tell I'm procrastinating? I'm procrastinating. But, I should check. Are you finding it uncomfortable in your new space? I am. Oh, finding it comfortable. No, I'm finding it uncomfortable in my new space. Honestly. I'm actually finding it uncomfortable in that, so this is not me complaining, so please don't, hang on, what have I done? And I'm just looking for something. Right, okay. This is not a complaint, but right now I have gained nothing by being here. Yet. But what I have lost is a stack of productivity during the day, and all my productivity lost during the move, and a massive financial burden, like significant financial burden. And right now, there is no upside to me being here yet. Because apart from a couple of desks and one bench, yeah, everything I have here now, equipment, furniture, and everything else is exactly what I had at home. Sure, it was cramped and doing my head in, so I've gained some space, but until the rest of my equipment starts turning up and I spend even more money again on more furniture and more equipment, and you know what I mean? Like, I will get to a point, I will get to a point in time when, though productivity-wise, because I don't have, you know, early mornings and late nights where I can work like I did at home, but I will have way better capabilities here, if that makes sense. But right now, I've not gained any extra capability for all the things that I've gone through right this second, right? And it's frustrating, and I have to keep reminding myself that, you know, soon, like soon I'll have a stencil printer, you know, and which should give me. It's not that my stencil printing isn't reliable. My vacuum system is like insanely good. Like, hits way above its weight class, like in terms of what I get out of it. But it's still a manual, frustrating process, right? It's still me having to constantly go back and do another one and go back and do another one, or do a whole bunch and pile them up on the pick and place and feed them in one at a time. You know what I mean? Like, when all of that, when that automation stuff is solved, that'll be a great win. But I still don't have any redundancy on my oven. I don't have a redundancy on the pick and place machine, which is just lots more money to spend, which I haven't spent yet. Haven't got any of the new tools that I want because I don't have a place, don't know where I'm going to put them yet. So I don't have those yet. And I still have to spend money on them. You know what I mean? Like, it's going to be a financial burden for quite a while. Do you crank up the music off stream? I do. Through my HomePod Mini, which is amazing sound, either via my Mac or via my phone. I'll just pump music, can listen upstairs, downstairs.
Deke says, would it help if we bought all your stock so you had some more space?
Oh, that's very funny. That was not me asking anyone to buy anything. Please don't take that as that. No, because then I've got to replace it all. Then I've got to make it all again and restock it. And I don't want to do that until my production line's better. You know what I mean? You need to wait till my automation gets better. You know, takes time to sort things out and get on track. Moving into a bigger office and building can seem a lot. Yeah, look, I'm only just recently, I only started picking and placing again on Saturday. But if I look at all the things I've done since I've been here, even in the last week, like even yesterday, but let's call it the last week. I'm not talking about in terms of cleaning up or tidying, because let's face it, I didn't do that. I launched my Tiny Pico UFL, right? I finally have launched my laser controller boards, which have been hanging around like a bad smell. Like, I finally got these finished and panelized. I've got firmware to do still, right? Like, it's not that I couldn't have done any of these things at home, but I didn't have the space at home to do anything more than one thing at a time. Where here I can spread myself out a little bit more, but I'm also making a mess everywhere. But like, I feel like I'm starting now, whether I'm as productive or not's beside the point, I'm getting back into a headspace of getting things finished, which is good. And so I can then start looking, like, I don't want to be working on new projects while I've still got all these outstanding projects. I want to get them done so I can then start looking on new things. And I'm looking forward to having to get my headspace back into a place where I feel like I can innovate again. I said this to my patrons, not that I believe I'm an innovator at all, really. I don't think I am, not in the sense of the word, not in terms of in the industry. But I want to experiment. I want to play. I want to, see what else I'm interested in doing. Like, look at other things I can, work on. Not everything has to be a product. Not everything has to be something that makes me money. It's a really dangerous cycle to get into, and I've been really trying my best not to be in that cycle. But I've also, as I said, just spent a huge amount of money doing this, giving myself the opportunity, and I've got to repay that somehow, right? So yeah, it's going to be interesting times ahead. At the trajectory I'm on at the moment, like with my sales and stuff like that, it's going to take me almost the whole time that I've signed my lease for here to recoup my outlay here to be able to move in here and do all the things I want to do. But I'm hoping that, you know, during that journey, I'll have a lot more capability and I'll be, you know, doing a lot more other things as well. You know, new things, interesting things. So I'm looking forward to that. So yeah, I'm in a good headspace about it, but it's frustrating. It's, you know, if I took a snapshot in time right now.
In the ghetto says priorities get scrambled a lot of times while trying to figure things out.
Sure. Well, that's always been the case with me, and that's largely to do with my ADHD. You know, I'm always chasing that shiny new little thing. The key with me is I can still usually get other things finished as well. And at home, I was getting into a situation where the space itself was restricting me from doing that. Like, you know, I was able to work on, you know, 4 or 5 things at once, and then I'm not talking about mentally, I'm talking about physically, right? And then by the time before I shifted, I was only able to work on one thing at a time because I physically did not have the capability around me to do anything more than one thing at a time. And that's one thing. That meant if I had to stick labels on bags, I had to clear out anything else I was working on just to be able to put labels on bags. Like, it was really debilitating. So my wife tells me that 24/7. Sure. Which bit? The ADHD bit or the produce get scrambled? So yeah, I feel like here already, even though I'm making a mess, I'm starting to get back to the multi thing. Like yesterday, I was testing and soldering laser shark boards while I was packing Tiny Pico V3s, while I was working on some code, all on my desk here, because it wasn't covered with all the other stuff that I would not have normally had. Like, that in itself was kind of refreshing and it was great. Yeah, so I'm definitely looking forward to the opportunities ahead. I wanted to see before how many... Cool, I've sold 2 laser sharks. Yes. Wait, no. What has Christopher done? Ooh. Oh, I sold some UFL Tiny Picos as well. Thanks, Christopher. Oh, and Johnny. Nice. And Bruce. And John Meeking. Yay. You're jealous. Oh, I tell it. Actually, I didn't Project and Scrambled. Right. Well, that's probably because you are DIY, but that's okay. That's you know, that's our happy space, isn't it? Those of us with ADHD, our happy space is being all over the place and being able to focus on the things that we enjoy focusing on at that moment. That's where we shine, I think. Well, that's where I shine. Quixotic Geek. Okay, so I tell everyone this, and I don't mean like to be derogatory in any way, right? But like, no one should be jealous of this because anyone can do this if they're crazy enough and are prepared to just risk and gamble their family's future, right? Then you can also have this. Okay, this is not exclusive to me. Anyone can do this if they're stupid enough. So a colleague shouted at me the other day, "How the fuck do you not have an ADHD diagnosis?" Right. Well, you don't need to have the diagnosis to have ADHD, and you don't even have to have the diagnosis to be able to excel at being ADHD. Like, I know ADHD is different for everyone. I get that, right? But for some people, and I think Like for me, it can absolutely be a pain in the backside, for sure. It really can. It can be my my best and worst enemy, 100%. But it's also a superpower for me. It's a superpower when I yield it right. I don't get a choice. Like, I have good days and bad days. Like, I don't get to choose if it's a good day or a bad day. But when it's a good day, like yesterday, it's a superpower. Like, I ticked off, no joke, I ticked off 17 things off my list yesterday. Admittedly, 11 of those things I added yesterday. But it doesn't matter. Like, I achieved 17 things. I literally ticked off my list yesterday. And some of those things, like my laser shark, have been hanging around for what, 7 months? But then again, I have days where I feel defeated at the end of the day, and I've done maybe one thing or two things. And not that they've been such a big thing, it's just, there are just some days where it works and some days where it doesn't, you know. I wish I had more control over, you know, what type of day I'm going to have. And I don't know what was so special about yesterday, but I was super tired. I'd done a sleep study the night before, so I'd had only like 4 hours sleep, and it was terrible sleep because I had wires all over me. And so, like, I was like so knackered yesterday, and I know I was avoiding. I did a Patron only live stream in the morning, and then I said to them, look, I need to get off the stream. I need to power up the pick and place and start pick and placing, right? And then I got off the stream and I didn't even turn the pick and place on at all yesterday. And I know that the other stuff I was doing is because I was procrastinating and I didn't want to turn the pick and place machine on. I know that, but I still managed to knock off 17 things, which is insane. Did you pass the sleep test? No, I didn't. What is your laser sharks? These are my laser controller board for Tiny Pico, Tiny S2, Tiny S3. You plug, there, and this plugs into an RGB laser and a Galvo, like my up on there, and you can do laser shows with them. So it's just a controller that you can, you still need to buy yourself a Galvo and a laser.
DIY in the ghetto says nice.
Yeah. And I still have to finish some example firmware, as
Deep
I keep
says
saying.
Lice is an army of sharks with lasers attached.
I wish it was. Yeah. But yeah, so I designed these ages ago, originally just for myself as, for mine, but, you know, people were interested in it. So I, designed to turn it into a product and then built a whole bunch, and then they've been sitting there in a tub for 9 months. You know, all I had to do was finish the store page, kind of, and test them all. So it was, anyway, it's good. It's, how was that for a really, really long answer of how I'm enjoying the space right now? Yeah. Did you like that one, Jay? That was your question, I think. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. Yeah. And there's no shortage of ideas, of things in my head. Long answer for a long stream. Oh my God, it's been 3.5 hours. Yeah. So my camera hasn't fallen down. I think it's shifted a bit, but it hasn't fallen. That's pretty good. What if I can even it up a bit? There we go. Time to go to work. Yes, I need to. I need to, and I'm not gonna say I'm gonna go turn the pick and place machine on because then I know I won't. But I need to, so I think I will. I have a meeting about to start, so I have to leave. Cool, Cable Tie. Thanks very much for joining, and hope you get your package today, and I hope you have fun. And by the way, your laser shark that you got yesterday, that is actually my laser shark. Not the bodge one. That was the first fully validated production unit, the one that I was using. I gave you that one to ensure 100% that it worked. So there you go. And the one I'm using now, which works, was one of my new other ones that I tested afterwards. Because otherwise, if I had to wait to test these, then I wouldn't have shipped it out to you yesterday. So, oh, JF! Hello, JF. Haven't seen you for ages. Yes, this is the upstairs. This is messy, but this is the upstairs. I didn't even use it. How funny was that? I need to find a place to stick those cabinets. And the sun is out now. Yay! Yeah, I need to go make another. I might go up the road and get a coffee. Don't know if I could be bothered making another one. Thanks, mate. Thank you very much. It's pretty cool. Mostly. Okay, I'm going. Hope you all have a fantastic rest of the week. I'm going to try, before my stream next week, to push a video out of my unboxing my Keysight power supply. But I don't know. I'd like to think that I will do it, but I may not. Yeah.
Jay says thumbs up.
DIY in the ghetto says a nice coffee sounds good.
I've already got a nice coffee. The dregs of one anyway. That is pretty cold. What is the temperature actually? 21 degrees in the mezzanine. Almost 22 degrees up here now. And 19 degrees on the production line. So that sounds perfect for pick and placing. 45, wait.
Jay says
Celsius?
well wishes to all.
Not 45 Celsius. Any space you can get work done is a real workspace. So you don't need this thing. Hey Chris, have you been lurking? Wow, 45 degrees, that's pretty hot. I mean, we get those here in Australia, more common than I'd like. I think last summer we had 47, a couple of days. But yeah, 45, that's insufferable. Can I send you the heat from here? 115 Fahrenheit. What's 115 Fahrenheit? Don't talk to me in Fahrenheit. Oh, you just got in.
Jay says someplace hit 51.5 or so a few days ago. Hottest ever recorder.
Wow. Okay, that's too much. That's too much. Chris, you missed this. I'm going to go, but you missed this. My logger shield. It works.
DIY in the ghetto says 46C.
28 degrees in the bedroom. That's a little bit too hot. I don't want to know what you're doing. The only thing is I forgot to break out the interrupt pin. So I will fix that and get production boards done. But I finally built something on stream in my new place. I feel good about that. And it was only a little bit chaotic and uncoordinated, wasn't it, folks? And Chris, you just joined, but sorry, I'm just rehashing this as quickly. I finally released my laser controller boards on my store. I have my first production run and I finally released them. And I've been working on the code. And I still don't have that new drawing stuff working yet, but I'm getting closer. I need to kind of start again, rethink it and go through. But yeah, I've been working on that as well. So, but they're available in my store now.
That's why I like to design with -40 to 125 C components. I know it's gonna get hot.
Yeah, it's not going to get that. Yeah, okay. Like how high would the ambient temperature have to go to get your actual component up to 125? Or I guess an ESP32. Yeah, that wouldn't be hard. Will you release the PCB as Gerber files so can make them for the laser controller? I don't know. Like I need to release the schematic for it, which I will. I wasn't really planning on open sourcing the controller board, but I guess. Would you really want to make one? I mean, good luck getting the components right now. Actually, I haven't looked in a couple of weeks, or in about a month. But the last time I looked, I couldn't get the op amps, and the DACs were like 7 times the price. You want to make one? Maybe I'll work something out with you, Alan, off thing. But yeah, I'm probably not going to release the board as an open source like the Gerbers. But yeah, I'm happy to talk to you about it. For sure. Okay, I really have to go. I have to go and pretend to do some work. Thank you everyone for joining, and I really enjoy these streams. I like spending time chatting with everyone. It's really good, and yeah, hopefully one day you'll actually see a clean space in here. Big guy, do you just call me fat? Jay, you just... Okay, sorry, bad joke. That was last night. My kids were watching Avengers Endgame, where they had...
DIY in the ghetto says have a good one to all, and to all a good night or day.
Thanks, DIY. And there's Fat 4 on it. Anyway, and that just, yeah, when you said big guy, I thought, yeah, that was big as in VIP. Dude, so not. I need to remember more about my beginnings and stay focused in that headspace. Definitely not VIP at all. Anyway, okay, bye. Illuminator! Hello and goodbye. Yeah, me too. Wagon loads, me too. Okay, I'm going. Seriously going. Bye everyone. Take care. Catch you later.